Please don't hear any of this, Brad.
All right, we ready? You hitting it? Tell me when we're rolling. No, we've been rolling. God damn.
We're Googling over here.
All right.
To nerd sports now, people.
Exactly.
Look out. Do you fear death?
Oh, one of the greatest lines of all time.
I've got a job to it. I've got a job to it.
Kind of like whistles at her, and Dad looks over and the guy's going. And Dad's like, I got the fuck out of there. I was like, oh man, you didn't partake? I thought that was part of the mountain biking community, that y'all just went out there and had sex together in your tight shorts. But
Literally making me 30 sides of red sauce. He just takes it back up.
So that's what I was doing wrong the first time.
that's what you were doing wrong.
Big Pharma's turning the frogs gay, and it's coming after your kids.
And they're going to make them incredibly happy.
Infowars.com.
Listened to so much. Are you...
He's hosting this?
No, please don't.
Honestly,
there you can do it.
not right now. Mic check. 1, 2. Oh shit, it's actually.
Now they're good. Show off my Urban Dictionary shirt.
Take off.
Check that
Oh,
out.
I gotta take this hoodie off now. I'm already fucking up.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary. Put that up there, Nicole. I know you're going to be watching this in your bubble bath.
Look at that.
We're crossing the line.
Think about that, Larry.
Damn straight.
What's that? Suck my dick.
Careful now, Larry.
We can't find it though.
Larry and Nathan won't take that seriously. They'll be out in Alex's van here.
You're the one that takes.
Let me rub this couch for a little bit.
We got microscopes out there, dog.
Let's take some showers.
I've been reading this. Hal might not be watching this, but if you guys are interested, Firelight, Daily Reflections for Male Survivors of Sexual Abuse and Trauma, longest title in the English catalog. It is actually. I mean, I've been reading through it, man. There's some really good shit in here. If that's your bag, man. Hal came on to the pod and talked about his book, and it's pretty awesome to know that people are just doing shit on their own now, like.
And my feet.
And
Wow.
Alex thought that was the Bible.
He's talking about.
I
no, there's some
say it
really
was
good
a
shit in that
Bible.
book. It's cool that like you can just we live in a world like back in the day you would have had to have gone to a publisher and gotten it approved and do all this shit, and if you didn't get it published then it went nowhere. But now you can self-publish. You can just print your own fucking book.
Yeah, it's called YouTube.
Well, it's like
and
your
do
podcast,
it's like a podcast.
Yeah.
Like it used to, you'd have to like get a radio and get in a different market and all this shit. But what ended up happening though is it ended up collapsing the market because people can just do it themselves, and they're better than the people on fucking TV.
Yeah.
You remember when Howard Stern came out?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Howard Stern was like the fucking edge.
The biggest show out there. Yeah.
He ended up being a fucking pussy,
No, he's kind of a bitch.
a loser. But
Who is?
Howard Stern. But like, you remember when Private Parts came out?
Yeah.
Like that was a
That's
big deal. He was so edgy and
But he's gotta change with the times, and he's gotta.
well, it's like Rage Against the Machine is now like Rage for the Machine. The same guys that were like,
What did you talk about the wishbone earlier? You gotta change with the times and keep up with the fucking playbook.
oh, but Alex, you were asking like Farmington football, like what it was like back in the '90s.
Back to that.
Let's talk about that for a
You
minute.
gotta kind of give it up to Absher, Coach Absher, Prego, because that dude has done it for years.
And
now
successful.
Yes, and he's watching his grandson. He's probably about done.
He'll probably
his
wrap.
grandson's there now.
That's insane. But
Yeah,
what a
it's
cool thing
Patrick's-
for him.
Patrick's son.
Patrick's kid? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had Coach Morgan on here?
No, not yet.
Talking like a tada.
That's wild though. But yeah, you're right. He did adapt and
Speaks some Spanish right there.
been there. No, he is coming on. We're doing a song too.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
gonna do a whole
awesome.
pod.
It's been a while since we've done a
He won't
song.
remember me, but I kind of want to be here.
I'm taking a little break for we'll come back. But like I was done. Like I was not gonna do anymore. And then I talked to Nicole, and she had gotten to the same point where she got burned out.
Yeah.
And had and like coaching and doing, it's like it just got to be too
You gotta
much.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the topic we were talking
Well,
about
But
last time we were
she
here.
talked to me,
It
feel like
should be
she's
enjoyed.
no, you're 100% right. Like, it's all about perspective, because at the time I wrote that, like I did not want to do it anymore, and I'm glad that I have somebody like her that is doing the similar thing. I mean, it's a different kind of podcast, but it's still, she's doing her thing, and to know that she got to that point twice, and then she talked about drove off a bridge. And that's public knowledge now. It's on a podcast. Like, she almost took her own life. And she talked about it on the podcast I was just on. I think she had told me in private before that pod, but then she just started talking about it in the podcast. I was like, I guess it's out there now.
Yeah.
But
I listen to her podcast when I mow. That's when I listen to her. It's funny when
I listen to pods when I mow.
When when you're mowing or something, and you're like, especially the bigger place you've got, like especially like I'm mowing at mom's, you think of certain things when you're mowing while like the same time.
Because how many chances do you get to just get out there?
Yeah.
Just quiet and just with your own thoughts.
Right.
Julie's always like, you need to get them boys out there mowing. I'm like, that's the only time I get to be like.
Yeah, you're like, fuck you, that's all I want to do it. Yeah.
I just am out there drinking beer, driving, and mowing. It's like the greatest time.
Yeah.
I just listen to a pod or whatever. Like today, I couldn't even find. We got one fucking pair of headphones left in this whole damn house because they get broke. And I was like, "Where's the headphones?" And nobody knew, so I just went out there with nothing, just quiet, and it was great.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was nice.
I mean, you're in your own head.
I was thinking about shit, just kind of pondering. It was kind of like almost like a meditation.
Just want warmth, huh?
He just wants to be.
On the podcast.
Yeah.
I was talking about Nathan.
But no, it's they talk about stuff like that. Like meditation is supposed to be really good for you, but every second you're awake, you're listening to a podcast or music or somebody is in your head, and you're never really getting that quiet reflection time to think. And that's why that's a cute moment right there. Hawk Tua over here. You gotta ruin the moment, Larry. God damn,
dude.
Nathan turned gay.
Nathan's turning the dogs gay.
Well, we only got one left to live.
Nathan, don't eat the dog, okay? I know that's trending right now.
Hot dog.
How many remix videos of that have y'all seen? They're eating the dogs. Like the memes.
The videos, they'll play for the dogs are.
Oh God!
Yeah.
And the fucking and it's all AI generated.
It is.
Well, I want to go back to what we were talking about earlier, like a year ago, like last football season when we were hanging out watching ball. AI wasn't even.
Nope.
It was in scientific journals. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
And now y'all are talking about going through the fucking drive-through and
Yeah.
still can't even fucking sit down.
Just gotta scoot up so that you get comfortable.
That dog owns us. We
Get
did this
fuck
last time.
out of my way.
He's a great. Well, shit. Last
some
time
shit right here.
the pod you were on, did you? You remember when somebody heard him and he yelped and he ran across everybody?
Yeah, that's when he hit him in the
Is
nuts.
that he hit him?
Yeah,
No, that's when he hit.
Well, what was funny is I had my drink and Sven's like,
He's in his
I
bed.
totally watched one of those
Yes.
iBoogers fall into your drink. It was after I drank it. I was like, tell me.
Why
you're
would
joking.
you fucking
Tell me
not
you're joking,
say that?
man. He's like,
He was fucking.
Yeah, he got him. He waited till the next day to tell him that.
What a prick.
Got me good.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of felt bad for Sven because he didn't get a lot of talk time, but we don't fuck with my head, goddammit. God, I'm on enough shit right now. I don't know what's real. I don't even know if y'all are here.
I thought these were
Jews.
Thomas and I have been trying to talk about AI for a fucking hour.
Same for
a minute. Running the world.
God,
Jason,
that's the fun of it, though. You go down the rabbit hole. But anyway, now we're in a situation where you're going through the drive-through, but AI is more efficient
I mean, you're not
It
wrong.
really
because
is.
you're eliminating the human error.
But they talk about that. They say how many jobs it's going to eliminate. They talk it's going to take away like script writers and stuff like that.
But isn't it weird that it went after artists first? Like it was writing scripts.
Well, they say,
And how long has it been?
songs.
Is that why
Well,
Hollywood's
yeah,
so
it does
fucked?
that. But a lot of people say it's not going to be able to replace like the genuineness of the song or like the heartfelt. What you put into a song.
Well, that's why I wonder if AI has been. Yeah. I don't know.
AI can't
Can
do
it?
that. I don't think it can. I don't think it can. You're gonna get.
I don't
some
know.
quick beat.
I don't think it can do movie scripts because that comes from like a deep, like a song. I think
I
could
feel the opposite.
really.
Yeah, I feel the opposite. I feel like it could do movie scripts no problem, back and forth, just because of how much.
Well, if you're talking about like a
you gotta
Marvel
think,
script,
it's
that
like-
shit's paint
it's
by
got-
numbers anyway.
all the history to
Everything.
learn from in a
Yeah.
second. I mean, so it can reenact any of those.
We can't even comprehend the power of AI.
Yeah,
Like you're talking about
exactly.
quantum computing.
Yeah.
What is the limitations?
There
That's
are
the
none.
question,
Well,
really.
Right
that's
now
when
there
you start
isn't.
asking questions about
And is that
God.
Is that up
What
to
are you
the,
asking? Is it
the
conscious?
human
you know?
aspect, or does it take over?
Well, that's why it's very important, and why Elon Musk keeps bringing this up. It's very important that we get the programming right now and not make it biased.
Well, you've seen the guy.
Because if we give it a bias, whether it's against one side or the other,
it'll grow.
and it eventually gains consciousness, it will go after that side, or will censor or eliminate.
Yeah.
Like if you follow the thing all the way to its conclusion, which people are so short-sighted, they don't always go all the way
Right.
down.
Right.
Right. If you turn it against, say,
Well, it's all about convenience.
but
I mean, most
if you're
things.
programming AI right now to think Trump supporters are racist bigots, right? And now you follow that to its conclusion,
Right.
They're gonna attack that.
they are going to go after those people
Because
at some
there's
point.
no emotion or nothing. There's no.
Right, there's
voice
no.
of reason.
Yeah, it's scary.
There's
It's
no voice of
Terminator
reason.
shit.
Yeah, it's.
All this shit has been predicted, and it's not
Yeah.
by the Bible. It's by science fiction writers.
Oh fuck!
By the
Hold on.
producers.
Danny, I
I
thought.
just had a thought with all this stuff going on. Talking about biblical, right? So God created man in his image. So in return, here we are creating AI to do us like us,
Yeah.
to take over. In return, it's going to wipe out humanity because
But what if it's cyclical? What if it is a
Right.
cycle? Like AI created us for some purpose we don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. And we're basically creating a god right now. With the capabilities that it would have, it would be to us a god.
because God
No.
created his image. So we're like gods. We're creating life and AI, you know, this other stuff.
The concept you're talking about right now is so fucking like heavy. It really is. You could do 6 hours talking about this. I know what you're talking about.
so
It's a wild
it's
one.
scary. Then you also if it's biblical time, you think it's biblical and the end time. So here we are
Brad's.
destroying humanity and stuff.
Oh,
Well,
recreating-
whether you believe in the Bible or not, I think we are at a cultural crux where all these things are coming together and colliding at the same time. Like the narrative is collapsing, if you will. Like no, the faith in our institutions. People don't trust doctors anymore. People don't trust the media anymore. But for years and years and years, people just went along with their lives, and it was like, oh, the CDC says this, so I better get my whatever. And now it's like
Yeah,
y'all
you got
fucking lied to us about everything for 5 years. It's like,
or longer, yeah.
and it's sad. It's sad that you.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it's
and
just
then
like time
and then you
gets
chase it
great.
down to the root cause. What was it all about? Every
Money.
time. Every time.
Money.
It's greed.
Every time.
Agreed.
Every time. Like,
Resources.
what is it
Greed,
about?
lust, whatever it may be.
Way to bring lust into it. You get a little,
I
you a little
just-
thirsty over there.
Danny's about to take
Sitting
his
next to
shirt off.
Stillwell, getting you a little thirsty.
About to take my fucking shirt off.
Let's go! Get your face on camera there,
That
bro.
was a
No, I'm
thought.
just trying to show off my Urban Dictionary T-shirt.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't even on camera until you been over.
Way to call him out.
Wow, Larry. You like that?
No, but they did.
Bend over.
Tim does.
Robert.
Tim does. Wherever Tim's at, that was for you.
Tim, if you're watching still, I know
he
you
ever-
watched the one pod because you had some
Does he ever
specific requests.
respond anymore?
No, but I haven't reached out to him or anything. I did tell him about
Mm-hmm.
we gave him a little something,
Oh yeah.
and he said he liked it. I haven't asked you this on the pod yet, Nathan.
Still here.
There's not a lot of men in the world who can say that this has happened to them. It is quite likely that another man,
Oh, it's 100% possible.
another man out there has masturbated looking at those feet.
Yeah, if you see him up close, you
Listen, I don't like this.
I don't wanna block
Here we are. I don't like shoes.
wouldn't. Yeah, you can tell.
He likes the thought of other men masturbating to his feet. Apparently,
those toes.
All right.
he's
If
been
this helps
practicing.
anybody in the
You were not that limber 2 weeks
States,
ago. I guarantee you. He's been sitting at home.
Working that
There we
ankle.
are.
That muscle's looking pretty
This is
stout.
your moment, Nate.
You want to see the calves?
Easy on my
Oh
drinks.
boy.
No, you're
Maybe
getting
it's
gross
just the
now.
feet.
Why don't we all take our shirts off and have a big old gay orgy in
Hey,
here?
take your
and
shirt
just
off.
get it over with.
Hey, Hallmark called. I gotta go home.
Mine
Kids need
too.
me.
You gotta drive that van home.
Yeah.
You gotta drive a shame either way.
Kids are screaming in the back. There, I
I
gotta
hope
go.
everybody's kids are locked
I was
up.
gonna say if we're gonna do some gay shit, let's get in. There's probably AC in there. I think you said there's a hammock too. Fuck
They
yeah.
took it out.
Took that out. Bad experience.
Yeah, it's getting in the way of the kids.
Kids didn't like it.
Oh, fuck y'all. I hate that thing.
Hey man, where's that bottle at? Let me try some
Little
of that.
disarray. That's all we need.
Cherry Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, there's only $500 for that.
How much is this for real?
Yeah, it's $40.
Oh, wait.
Well, that was nothing.
You might as well drink the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, just drink it all.
That's more.
Bitch, plot twist.
Talk to it.
Want to be one of those? I was about to use a slur. I stopped myself. Those wine people that, you know.
Connoisseurs.
Yeah, and then spit it out.
The whiskey
Sommelier.
What?
Sommelier.
I'm done.
And a whiskey. What they call that?
It really does taste like fucking cherry Dr. Pepper.
It does, doesn't
wild.
it? It's nuts.
But it,
All right,
the problem,
pass it around.
the problem is it's too goddamn smooth.
I don't trust
no,
the Italian.
And that's
definitely.
my problem. Like, there's times
Exactly.
where I'll try and like get gout, right? And I'll switch over to whiskey, and so I'm like,
You're not gonna do it?
well, the problem is the first whiskey, because I
Season finale.
usually don't like mix. I'll
Season
mix it with a
finale
little
right
water,
here.
and so I'll drink it
This
slow.
is how
But
you
after
kill
that
COVID.
first one, you drink the next one just as fast as you know,
Yes,
you know,
sweet.
and you just can't control it. So it's bad news bears right there. Danny, you got a little glint in your eye.
What?
Boy, I tell you, we probably couldn't tell any of the
Good-
stories
good
on the
that bear's bullet,
podcast,
huh?
but man, Danny and I used to
Oh,
put
yeah.
back some whiskey back in the day.
We used to play some Mario too.
Used
I
to
think
fight
he
some
has
turtles.
it over
Dude,
there, actually.
we actually went so far as to like we would.
This shit.
What do you
This
got?
shit
Oh,
tastes-
wait, I see you over there.
Damn it.
This shit tastes
Like a
like the
snake
back of
grass on
Alex's
this shit.
van.
I gotta open that other door to get a breeze going through here.
Fuck. Hey, I'm gonna come over sometime and install some ceiling fans for you.
Too sweet.
Dude, I could
Love
put you,
service.
I could put you to work, man.
It's sweet.
I'm definitely gonna. I was gonna talk to you.
I really do have some electrical
Off-
shit next
off
door
the
I need to
pod
talk to you about.
that,
Yeah.
we need some fans. So we'll
Just pour a little in there.
Dude,
Some
let's do it.
lights.
I do. We got some shit next door, like some real electrical shit. I got to
okay.
talk to you about, but like, yeah, we'll talk
Hazards.
Hazards. I did it myself.
plot twist.
You should probably look at this.
I remember saying plot.
You know.
Like, good
I
Well,
watch YouTube.
I don't even know where that. I do remember. Where I don't even know where the smoke detector used to be, but
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it
that
got
light is now.
it got
She lives next door.
it got smashed one day. 'Cause I was fucking in a rage. Pretty tasty. This is dangerous. Get this away from Thomas here.
Well, it's
And he-
about,
I mean, I think the agreement was we're
Damn it.
Turn it back over.
Let's just get
okay.
That's bad news.
Season finale.
You can't even
Season
taste
finale.
the liquor in it,
It's
dude.
so good.
Season
But that's
finale.
why it's so bad.
It's really good on ice, but
Next thing you know, in some guy's windowless
Season
van
finale.
with your pants down,
Don't puff up fast.
you know, that's how he gets you guys.
Come on, bullet.
That's basically the, hey, that is the free candy, Nathan. You're partaking of it right now.
I'll watch all y'all get in the band. Oh yeah, I'll watch all y'all get in the band. I'm already drinking peach. That shit's real fucking sweet. I'm over here about to fucking diabetic on this
Dude, I honestly
episode.
think we're blowing people's
Oh,
brains
wow.
out
This
with
is
these.
just water, guys.
It's going red hot all night.
That'd be alright.
I'm gonna turn them down. It's fucking aggressive when you're listening to a podcast and it starts getting hot.
Does it?
No.
It's almost done, dude.
It gets hot?
You
How
gotta
hot?
Jason, just do it. I see you.
Hot enough.
Larry and Jay's
I
gotta
just
help.
took 2 out of it.
Just take one.
Talk about the glory
we
days.
sunk that bottle.
Just take one.
Finish it.
Yeah, y'all did. You said you
Take
hit it
one.
right.
Y'all did.
It's your last swing.
Take one swing, pass it around.
They hit it like 3 more times.
God damn, dude, it's so tasty.
You don't have to drive home.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta drive mine. Danny sold, man. Fuck it.
Danny's the voice of reason.
Now lift that bottle. That's your bottle.
And they're still, so you're lacking, brother.
No, I ain't knocking
Give
it
it to,
out.
let's give it to Jason. He needs
Would
it.
you participate?
You still hold up? Whose Zen is that?
I'm done with that shit.
Are you no? Are you off tobacco regularly? Like, are you only on Zen?
Yeah.
That's all you do?
Yeah.
Did
He
you
was
do?
never on tobacco.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
started
To
these.
fucking Missouri?
Yeah.
So you went from nothing to that? Well, that's not good.
No.
I was asking to see like if it helped you get off of tobacco because I
No.
tried doing those to get off of tobacco and it just did not give me whatever
No.
tobacco did. And I was like, I went back to tobacco.
I
Yeah.
still have yet to try them.
I've had
I'm afraid I like them.
I've had the like
We'll see what happens.
Danny
snooze or
Fisher
whatever they're
lost
called. The
I'm
camel
done.
snooze,
So let's wait till this.
You know how I heard about it was
Danny got
Tucker
cast
Carlson.
asleep on it.
Yeah.
It's like every fucking time he was on a podcast, he's talking about popping in Zens. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he wasn't even getting paid for that
With
shit.
Joe Rogan's how I heard
Where is
about it.
it?
It's right there. You already. They just gave
If
it.
someone's got one, I'd get this
You
fucking
swallow
taste
it?
out of my mouth.
Did you really?
Taste of what?
What'd you do
This
with it?
peach and Disaronno.
Oh, really?
Tastes like a fag just.
I don't know.
Already in his mouth right now.
It's fucking.
I just asked him what he did with the last one. He don't know.
All right, no more peach. I'll tell you.
Am I gonna fucking find a?
No, I think he swallowed it.
It's the season finale. We don't give a fuck.
Like it.
That's so much
Episode 50, baby.
Guess you want that, can eat it.
What do we got? We don't.
Fuck
Dude, I don't
that
even think you
peach.
can get peach anymore.
I'm
That might be the
diabetic
last.
now, so-
That's the last peach of the year still.
No more diabetic. for
Thank
you.
God.
Dude, was it last?
Last
You heard
week,
him last Sunday.
I pounded those things.
You heard him. He goes,
No.
man, this peach is hitting right now. He's like, Durham, give me another one of them peach.
Yeah, dude.
You were riding the peach dragon all day.
Chelsea's talking about breaking out, and I'm like, man, once you had like 10 of them, you're fucking.
That poor girl.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Well, she's been allergic to shit off and on. Like her immune system's weird,
Oh,
so
it tastes good.
I can't keep up with all of it. But she likes sweet shit, so I bring her the peach beer, and she goes, "Oh, I'm allergic to peach." And I'm like, well, I didn't fucking know that. I'm like, all right, well, you don't have to drink it. I'll drink it. And she was like, no, I'll take some allergy medication and drink it anyway. I'm like, what? My mom's right there, and she's like, yeah, just take whatever. And so she drinks this peach, and she's telling me it's still, she breaks out in hives. I was like, what?
She was like itching talking about it. I get it.
I was like,
That's like her. Like she's got a shellfish allergy too, and I do too. I hate that shit because man.
oh, you were talking about it. That was you were talking about. Yeah, that whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
That
it was
was
so good. It's fucking weird.
You're fucked, Jason.
Oh my god.
That's how
I'll
it
eat these
is.
things if they kill me, man.
Yeah. It's so good.
Hey, dude, that's how I feel about beer. It's
Yeah.
like short life with beer or long life without beer. No,
Yeah, but I've never been like.
yeah, I don't have
liver
that
great.
problem though. I'm not allergic to it. That would suck.
That
Keeps you regular.
Yeah, like makes your liver really.
Keeps all the
You
toxins
get
out. You don't pass
red
any
meat?
kidney stones.
I didn't hear the first part. What'd you say? Larry won't fucking respect anyone else's.
That was this fuck.
Don't fucking.
All of a sudden you're a fuck.
He wasn't having any of that blame. No, what were you saying?
There's a tick disease that makes you allergic to red meat.
Lyme.
Yeah.
disease.
Oh,
What is
alpha
it? Is it
gal.
Lyme?
No, it's called something else.
It's something
Alpha
else.
gal.
It's a red tick.
I thought it was called
red
alpha
tick
gal.
is too.
Is that what?
Alpha gal is what it's called.
Something like that. It's
No shit.
It's Lyme
Yeah.
disease, guys.
but if you can't eat a steak again or a burger,
It's a
It tastes rancid.
Lyme disease.
Oh, even the taste of it
Yep.
changes.
Mm-hmm.
What would you? How would you feel?
How would what feel?
Did any of you?
Time out.
Everybody contemplated that. what are you feeling? First
Yeah.
of all,
It's
red
so
meat.
goddamn hot in here right now. I can't. Sweating like a fucking.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, did any of you lose
I'm
taste?
sweating like a fucking cat in Ohio right now.
No,
I
I didn't.
Did any of you
How would you
lose
feel? You
But I
can't get
never-
red meat
like,
no more.
Whenever you had COVID.
you lose your
COVID,
taste
if
and
you lose
smell?
your taste and smell and shit, that was a fucking weird time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why that's fucking funny, but
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I had it. Delta.
sucked ass.
Yeah, it
You
was
were
the
like-
worst
you were
fucking
like,
thing I
I
ever
can't-
had. My
Nathan's like, I can't
taste
smell
smelled
that
like
weed.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, I don't want to
He's
go
like, I
full
can't-
Alex
I can't smell
Jones
that
or
weed.
anything, and I probably did actually see this.
and smell?
Yeah. for
Yeah, I
sure.
did.
My sight too.
100%. I couldn't see. I
Couldn't feel my dick.
No, straight up, I got my
What
smell
gender
back.
were you?
Yeah,
I still don't know, dude.
I'm so confused.
I could COVID different gender. Man.
in the van.
We'll
Yeah.
find out. In
It's
that
like
van.
goddamn a tug time machine in that motherfucker.
Y'all remember that Rogan bit
Lights are
about
normal.
COVID? Where he was like, fucking after COVID, I don't even know if we went to the moon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
all
fair.
in on that too. The radiation belt. Yeah.
Did
I
we
don't know.
watch that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was-
Yeah. I think I remember.
That was a good special.
That was great.
That was a fantastic, because I think we've talked about like not being a fan of his comedy, but like that last
Yeah.
special was a banger.
killed it.
No, he.
No, he-
well, we
he
watched
nailed
it
it.
together.
I know, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was, yeah, but
You know.
we didn't do a pod or anything. We just watched
Yeah, I
it.
think we just.
But I think he's surrounded himself with people who are better than him and is learning from them.
No, 100%.
I don't think he
yeah,
has that
100%.
natural gift that like Mark Norman or Shane Gillis has.
No.
No.
He's got to work
His
harder at it.
knowledge of it.
And he has the work ethic.
And he's the most disciplined motherfucker.
Yes.
Like I have a ton of respect for that.
No,
But
I
ain't
think
getting
he
a fucking
loves
ice bath every
comedy,
morning.
so he dives into it.
Yeah.
It's like MMA.
Well,
But
he
I-
said it before, like him having all those people surround him, he's gotten a lot better over the last.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Since 2019, his last special or whatever, or 16.
Yeah, because he was gonna do one in 19,
Yeah.
right? And then like COVID.
No, he's gonna
yeah,
do one in
that's right.
21 whenever COVID shut.
Was
us
that
down.
one? Yeah, but
21 or whatever it was.
Yeah, COVID was 2021.
And talking about comedy, did you watch the Adam Sandler one?
Yeah, I did.
No.
The one where he sung a lot in it. Was he singing a lot in it?
I fell asleep, so I don't.
I didn't watch the latest.
I was just checking y'all's opinion on it. Cause
What were you
yeah,
trying to find out?
I thought it was pretty shitty because I fell asleep. It's kind of boring.
yeah, when you fall asleep, that's kind of how it goes.
But I'm also old. I'm like the oldest fucker here. Besides
You're
you.
not.
Jesus.
Oh, I forgot
You're
Thomas.
just
Jesus,
a little
you
older
old
than me.
fuck.
I know, right?
Thomas?
He's old.
That shit
He's
doesn't
older.
fucking
You know,
bother
this
me.
guy here.
Dude, women get so
That's
fucking
him,
pissed about
him,
the
and
age.
me.
Like I don't
Yeah,
care,
so-
man.
And then there's the guy.
Like to me, age is like
16.
Nah,
in my head.
it's earned. You know?
Yeah.
Hey Larry,
Seems like
who's older?
Yeah, I mean,
Larry?
it feels like it.
Yeah.
You.
You, Larry.
So the age goes
What?
down.
Which Larry is Larry?
Right.
Which Larry are we talking about?
He's older than you.
I knew what he meant.
No,
He's the
you're
oldest.
He's older than like 9 days.
No, when's your
Yeah,
birthday,
he's older.
Thomas?
But Thomas is the oldest. Then it's
When's your
Durham.
birthday again?
March
Yours
He-
is March.
He's like a year ahead of
82.
us.
1.
One.
Oh, wait, how the fuck were you in our class?
Yeah.
Don't bring it up.
He's way older than us.
I'm just kidding.
Did you get held back?
Well, no.
No, way older.
He's like, he had a cheat code. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking up, down, left, right, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
Do you not
him
remember he
up.
was like one of the first, him and Farmer were the first ones that drove.
Farmer?
Driving
Yeah,
like
because like
Larry.
Where the
Odin was
fuck's
almost a
Farmer
year
at?
younger than us, because he was
Yeah.
born like June '82 or something.
He's farming.
It's weird how those.
Farmer was another one that was younger, I think.
Tractors.
No, I thought Farmer was older because he's
Big
like
tractor.
September, October, wasn't
I don't fucking
he?
remember.
I don't fucking know.
I know Danny's just 'cause it's so close to mine. And
Yeah.
we're like we're like 9
Is
days
it,
Yeah.
apart.
is it the 10th?
Yours is like
13.
December.
Mine's November
20
22nd.
November.
You're way off.
What is it?
Good job.
Geez, like a year though, like
He's like
I'm the youngest in our class.
he's like right before Thanksgiving, I think.
It is Thanksgiving half the
What the
time.
Half the
talking
time.
about?
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, it's better in December. Just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, no, there ain't no worse birthday than Stillwell.
Well, my cousin.
Ain't it?
This
He's
is
got the
pretty
same
bad. Christmas
What's
Eve.
yours? Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, his is the 21st.
I'm the 21st.
He's telling stories about
We got 3 Decembers in here.
Yeah.
Representing.
like, let's all open Jason's birthday presents.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanting to open Christmas
I
presents.
felt like the little retarded kid. No, hang on. Let Jason open his first.
Right.
Oh, you loved it
Yeah.
as a kid.
That's good. Now everybody else.
You loved
Now,
it.
who the fuck else says
6
that?
or
You
7
open
years old.
presents.
He's like, get out of the way. Let's go.
This is Jason's day
Yeah.
for now.
This is your Christmas.
But now it's
birthday
Jesus' day, so
Yeah.
back
Danny's
off.
You
getting
get an hour
talkative.
on
Look
your
at
day.
him. That
That
yeah.
whiskey did it.
Yeah, you can tell when it kicks with Danny. He starts talking more. He's in the zone now.
Oh, yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, man.
Well, you're
You just
still
shied
didn't-
him back, dude.
still
you're a
didn't
shy
share
guy
that
until
chocolate,
you get
so
that
everybody-
super power. You're like a fucking Popeye, dude.
I'm like
But
Mario
instead of
Briggs,
spinach,
star.
it's whiskey, and then you just become
Mario.
fucking super. It's like the Mario story.
Yeah.
We were talking about earlier with the Mario. You remember we used to like
Nudges,
film
okay.
like on VHS like Mario runs.
You remember when I was in the old house in Lewis?
Yeah.
And we played Mario all the way through every one of them.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking pounded through Mario. We stole Larry's fucking
That's
game
what
from
prompted
him.
pumpkin pie too from your mom.
The
I
what?
never got
Pumpkin pie.
drum lessons.
Oh yeah, dude.
Wait, what y'all do to
We had a
Was it in
cool
the shower?
bachelor situation going on. Good
Larry
time.
likes
There's
to
a
shower.
weird hole in the pumpkin
You
pie.
still talking about the shower?
You said y'all took that pumpkin pie in the shower with y'all.
Larry's Fredison's over
I'm
here.
getting close to using a word I can't say.
Might as well. We're getting canceled.
You're the one that's
anyway.
making me think it.
It's the last pie. Let's go.
Nice.
Are you drinking water?
Fuck
He's
yeah.
been drinking water all night.
After you finish that bottle.
Hey,
He said after that
I'm
last
over
shot of
it.
heroin, he was done with drugs.
I got a
drugs,
trans
okay.
beer coming up though.
He's getting ready to crush up some fentanyl outside, though.
Yeah.
From
He's trying to get
Mexico.
Thomas.
Thomas is gone.
We didn't have fentanyl when we were growing up.
No, you don't.
I remember that.
Now
I remember that
Thomas
class
makes-
behind us. Like everybody talks about how bad class 2000 was. That class 2001 had some fucking problem children in it.
Yeah, but they were loved.
How'd y'all feel
They
about
were
us?
below. Yeah, that was the difference. They were fucking golden
I don't
children.
even talk about that.
What?
We won't get Danny
Oh, one
started.
class.
Somebody pass Danny some whiskey.
It's gone. They
gone.
can finish it.
He's just gone. He's been.
You gotta
Hold
switch
up.
Still a little bit left.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
hey.
That's on the
Shot,
couple
hold
of
up.
homies.
Well,
Hey,
we
that's
need you to
hey,
take
should
If I
that.
get some more
I
out.
don't-
That's how you get a shirt.
Sure.
That's how you get freaking
Stillwell
gangster.
says yes.
Wait, where are you staying
Yeah.
tonight?
I don't know.
What
Somewhere.
happened?
Yeah, he's standing.
I got a van outside.
Got cameras and shit.
Yeah, once you get in, you ain't getting out.
I'm telling you what, AC in that motherfucker, I'm in. You know, I'll be like, get it over with. Oh, it feels good here.
See,
Hey, I'm sitting.
Holy fuck! I'm
Yeah,
in.
look, he goes.
I was gonna say,
Nate's alive. Nate's back.
This is a bag.
is that even whiskey?
I don't drink whiskey,
See
so
through it.
we might as well knock it out tonight.
It's a little charter.
Oh god, that's fucking.
That's what my grandpa used to drink. That's
Let's get right.
All right. I can do that.
Oh.
Yeah. God, I can smell that.
Emma.
Oh,
fuck.
you're rubbing that in me.
Yeah, take a little hit.
Fuck. I'll,
I can't do it.
One little hit. One.
We hit wonder.
I know.
You guys got-
I don't know.
Oh, do it. Pass it around. Get
you guys got-
oh,
Yeah.
give me that Dr. Pepper shit back.
you guys got problems.
That is evil.
Oh,
Shit.
allergic to that
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
I felt like shellfish.
20
when I
years
was
ago.
drinking out.
This motherfucker's so Italian he sneezes when Jameson goes by.
Wow! No, I had flashbacks to like being a teenager smelling that. I was like, I don't know how many times I puked on whiskey.
Man, that Jameson's bullshit.
It's like cats. What's on it?
That's an old
Fuck
charter.
Jameson right now. It's
Nah,
not
that's
I'm
some
good,
shit.
dude.
Motherfucker got allergies.
Hey,
when you
Danny,
run
why
it.
don't you mix them? Why don't you mix them in a cup and
Pass it around.
drink it out of the eagle?
Pass it around? Yeah.
I remember the
You might as well just put a bullet in your head.
I'd prefer.
Give me a cup.
I remember the old 40 Creek.
Actually,
fuck,
Danny,
sorry.
if you want to do a beer out of the eagle, get it past
You
the eagle.
should.
Yeah,
I'm not doing an eagle.
you don't want to do it.
No, you don't have to
That's
do
the
the
Joe
eagle.
Rogan eagle, dude.
Not today.
You do one, I'll do one.
He's
season.
like, he's
Next
like,
season.
give me the whiskey. I'm not fucking around with a beer eagle.
Yeah.
He's like, that eagle's too old.
We can fill it up with whiskey.
Face him at the camera, Dan. You gotta have the eagle staring into the viewer's soul.
God, get that shit away
Yeah,
from
this.
me.
I feel like as America, we do not respect the fucking bald eagle enough.
I
We need to
agree.
do that trip.
We're doing it. It's already a done deal, dude. I'm excited about it.
Are you gonna kill an eagle?
Hell no.
What are you gonna do with an eagle?
You do like a family trip or take the
You
kids?
see the hole back
Yeah.
here? They know what to do.
I think that'd be awesome.
You got two different sizes, dude.
See
I'm
that tail?
down with that.
Spavinal Creek. I'd be excited to see if there's still. I mean, because it's been a long time since I've been.
When was the last time you went?
Well, catch us up.
Where
we're
at?
talking about.
Okay, yeah, catch
So up
for
in
anybody that doesn't
Gravit,
know.
so up at, like I used to fish a lot up in like Decatur and Gravit, and I mean, well, all over, but like up in, I used to fish this place up in Decatur called Crystal Lake. Not very far from that. Yeah, it's really,
Yeah.
it's right beside a little
Yeah.
airport strip.
Crystal Lake.
Crystal. Yeah, it's
that's what
eerie
I'm
little
talking about.
fucking
It feels
deal
like
too.
I've seen that in a movie before.
Yeah, it's
Friday 13th or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same one.
Yeah.
Is it-
Same-
it's the
same one, man.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off.
May I continue?
It's
So
almost 10 o'clock, Danny. It's almost 10 o'clock.
just
I
north of
took
that,
the over.
just north of that,
4 minutes still.
like Spavinaw Creek, and it follows a lot of farms and it's shit land between like Gravit and Decatur and stuff like that. But it's like the eagles just like they love it because one thing they eat like afterbirth of like
calves
the
and
calves
shit,
and stuff.
yeah.
But there's also in that river there's these chub minnows that they just fucking. But I mean there'll be hundreds. of
Dude, I
bald
can't
eagles.
even. When you told me that,
But it's
that's
only
really-
when it's so cold. It's really, really, really cold.
Was that on a podcast that you told me that? Where we
Yeah, we were talking about that on the first Power Pod. We brought it
Is
up.
that what it
I
was?
think so.
I can't remember because
Right.
we talk so much off pod and on. I can't even remember
Right.
what's been told and what's not. But it's a powerful. I didn't even realize we fucking had them out here.
Oh, we've got all over. Everywhere I
I've
fish,
seen
I
them out
feel.
there where the topsoil farm that we go fishing at.
Yeah, I've seen them all the time.
Oh yeah, there's on the Illinois. There's a bunch on the Kings, the Buffalo.
War Eagle, I've seen a bunch of them out there. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them out there.
used to fish out there. My grandma married the guy that owned fucking Best Sports.
Oh yeah.
And he had land out there. We'd always go out there and go four-wheeling fishing. There was tons of them, it seemed like. You just don't see them anywhere else, hardly. Like you do, you know.
Yeah, most like rivers, with especially with like a lot of
What do
farmland.
they roost up
stuff,
like
and
other birds? They get like a roost or something?
They have big ass nests, man. Them
Yeah.
things are
Are they
massive.
like is it just like one or two in a nest though, or are they?
I mean,
It's a big old gangbang of eagles.
Wait, you know, like
All I've ever
vultures,
seen
you
is
know,
the-
you see vultures that get together and they have like a big roost, and you'll see like 50 of them.
if you
60
ever,
of them, you know?
like, I can
Yeah.
take you to at least two of them that I know. Like, there's one up on Beaver Lake I can take you to, but the main one that every year it's there every fucking time is on the Norfolk River. If you go up like the Norfolk River, and there's always one in the middle, like
Yeah.
right up on top, in this huge nest. It's so cool.
That is awesome.
But there's a lot of them around here. Man, if you just go west of here, you know, towards Oklahoma and the farmland and that, you know, when the shittiest looking fucking land there is,
Yeah.
you'll see bald eagles.
The first time I saw, well, I've only ever seen one in the wild, but we were down in Louisiana doing one of the swamp tours, you know, out on the airboats
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit, and the guy that was driving it pointed it out, which was really cool. And then the second time I saw one was at a shelter. It was like an animal refuge in Florida. It was a bald eagle in a cage. It had like a broken wing. It couldn't fly. It was like,
Man, I seen some at the zoo. I didn't realize how big they
Tulsa?
are.
oh, they're
Yeah, Yeah,
massive.
they're like this tall.
They're fucking
Shit,
insanely
yeah.
big. I'd never seen one up close.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was one of those moments where it wasn't just a bird, it was like the symbol of our country. Like, it kind of hit me. It's
Well,
like,
it's like Auburn. I fucking hate Auburn, but goddamn it, imagine
Right.
letting a bald eagle drop in and fly around your stadium right before it. I mean, that's just the coolest. They do it every fucking game. And I mean, that's
They
just
do.
the coolest
Is it a
fucking
bald
thing.
eagle or-
Yes.
Is it
For real?
It's a golden
Yeah.
eagle.
Yeah, I thought it was.
how do they do that?
Because what do they
It's
call it?
trained.
Warhawks or
It's
something?
trained?
It's trained. And that
Yeah,
motherfucker drops in and it goes around, it flies around,
Yeah,
and
one
it
of those
goes.
hawk trainers.
Probably trained by
Comes back.
Chinese people.
It's a drone.
Its name's Tua.
To us.
Oh,
Hawk
God.
Tua?
Yeah. It's a
This
hawk.
motherfucker. Then I, shh.
Boy,
Not
dude,
that guy
the
from
fucking
Alabama.
dad joke.
Jesus Christ. Drink out of that fucking eagle. Jesus.
I wanted to talk about something tonight.
War Eagle.
Just to kind of end the season on, because everybody's from Farmington, and we've all obviously from different years and whatnot. You know, y'all graduated when?
11.
Jesus fucking
Babies.
last year.
Well, no, he reminds me every time he didn't graduate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
dropped out. It was actually 10.
When was you supposed to?
I graduated this year.
Yeah, fucking dropout over here.
This Arona got in
Can
the
you
way.
leave and take Nathan with you?
Motherfucker thought he was a
Take him in the van.
Is it time for me to go?
No.
Yeah,
But
I'll
like,
meet you at the
leave?
video.
But regardless, I mean, still, you remember Farmington as a completely different town than it is now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like,
Cardinal Corner, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
Dairy Queen now? Is it Dairy Queen?
Dude,
Yeah.
like, you didn't even have to
That's
worry
basically
about, like, if it, like,
Man.
everybody dipped or whatever
You know
it was,
what's
and, like,
crazy?
the person selling it was 16. You just, you know,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
There
You
were,
can get on Google Maps now, and they can go like to like the street view, and you can select. It goes all the way back to like
Oh, yeah.
2007.
Really?
You can
yeah,
see-
Washington
Wow.
County
That-
has a site, too.
Yeah, and you can
That's
go
cool.
look at like all of Farmington back what it
Yeah,
looked
it's
like.
oh,
back
you
in
can actually, if you
2007.
go to the, how far back does that one go?
7.
Okay, I'll send you the Washington County
Yeah.
site. It goes all the way back to like 1900.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's not obviously not digital, but it's like a scan of paper maps,
Oh,
of
that's
aerial
fucking
views,
cool, yeah.
and it's nuts.
I remember
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you used to leave Fayetteville coming into Farmington, you had cow pastures.
Oh,
Yeah,
Same way
absolutely.
with all the
Yeah.
weddings.
Well, it's like my
You
grandpa.
can't even tell when you leave Fayetteville and come into Farmington.
Like my grandpa rode a horse to school,
Yeah.
and he was born in '38. Like he used to pick my grandma up on the way to school.
I rode a couple horses in school.
He's
Sorry.
fucking been waiting on that.
My bad.
No,
You
but
just
like
went on that one.
I
Hey,
don't.
what were you? Yeah, but where were you getting at with that? Because-
Okay, well, what I was getting at was
not to
Set
talk
it
about.
up.
thank you for somebody fucking
Right.
bringing this back home.
He was the one that brought it out.
No, but
Bring
like
it back.
I don't miss school and like a lot of those people. You know, it wasn't necessarily the people. It was the time and the place.
Yeah.
It was that small town that's no longer there, even though that physical location is there.
Yeah.
It
Get
is
a
not.
Starbucks.
It's
with
not.
nothing.
Yeah, we got a fucking Starbucks now.
Yeah.
But I want to just go around the horn.
I'm waiting for Chili's.
What do you miss most about like that small town? Like,
Cardinal Corner. I mean, I was.
That's
I,
a big.
so I,
I
had
remember
a-
when Cardinal
It's
Corner
so
got put
funny
in.
that they're
You
talking
remember
about
that?
Carter Quarter. It's like,
Well,
yeah, it's.
I'm like, God,
I know.
It was still there.
Yeah,
we
had
But
a-
dude, I remember when they built
2011?
it.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
when Cardinal
that's
Corner got
crazy.
put in. But let's let Alex
So,
talk here. I want to hear
I
this.
used to actually go into Cardinal Corner and buy a 12-pack of like Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew and sell them because we were at that point where they were bringing in the juice machines or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah,
Like they
the
took
Cokes.
soda
It's
out
like
of the
Coke
It's back
Zero
when
and-
the no health thing in school.
Yeah,
we gotta get rid of all
You're
the
getting
bad
Gatorade
stuff.
and
We gotta
cans.
give these kids some
Michelle
healthy
So
Obama.
it was $4 and I was making
Michelle
12.
Obama.
Like I was
Yeah.
hustling those fucking things.
Oh, absolutely.
But I
12
also
bucks
had a
now.
beard, so I could go buy like
Yeah,
everybody's dip.
I could
and
grow one
fucking
too. Yeah,
cigarettes and,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Buy liquor.
So
and
it
stuff.
was cool, and I used to like skip school, go back behind the, skip out on class, go smoke a cigarette in between, and show up late, and it not be that big of an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, quick time out.
What?
You said you can grow a beard back then?
This is going.
I just look at your
Danny can grow a beard until
no,
he's
just looking
30.
about Larry over
I
here.
knew that's where it was going. That's what I was waiting.
I'm just asking.
God.
No difference. No difference.
Stopped us for
between
that.
us two.
Thanks,
Listen at this guy.
I'm just
But yeah,
asking
no,
the
it's-
question. That can be edited out.
Swing and a miss.
That was kind of like a go-to spot.
And now it's fucking.
Now it's a
Hang
dairy.
on,
Dairy
don't
Queen.
ask you a question.
Dairy-
And they got a
actually
Domino's
hate
right
it.
beside
with
it.
a parking lot that's way too fucking big.
Yeah,
for
Well, they're,
what
you
it
know,
needs.
see they're
No,
building another
I will.
Domino's right next to the Domino's right now.
Oh no, I didn't see.
Yeah, they're building another Domino's right
Stop
next to that
it.
Domino's. It's
No,
called,
they
Yeah,
have
we've
a
already had one of those
this
Domino's
year. They're building
out.
a bigger
Yeah.
Domino's
Domino's
next
Express.
year.
no, it's called like a theater store. is
Yeah,
what
they
it
want
says.
you to come in and watch you build pizzas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to come and jerk off
Yeah.
to somebody building a pizza.
Right.
Exactly.
You remember the pornos you talked about earlier?
No,
That was the pizza delivery
the
guy.
pizza delivery guy.
The shit he remembers. You know what I mean?
Wasn't it called like Big Sausage Pizza or something?
I don't know.
The whole thing. Well, we were talking
Pull it
about
up.
this.
No, you were talking
Yeah,
about
pull
this.
it up. Yeah.
Sound like Brad and Danny got this
Pretty sure it's
delivered
big
in.
enough.
What pizza service were y'all getting at over there on Lewis anyway?
See, it always gets out of control in the third act. But no, we were talking about.
We're doing good with 10 minutes past.
That last segment, I thought we'd gone an hour, and then somebody's like, well, it's only 15 minutes. Was it 30 minutes? But there was this porn was the pizza delivery guy would come up, he'd be holding the pizza box here, he'd knock on the door, you order a pizza, ma'am? No, I didn't order a pizza. Are you sure? And he cocks through the whole of it. And this lady who didn't order the pizza is all of a sudden just going, ah! Thank God I showed up with this big sausage. You wouldn't have got your fucking cock fixed. But then I'm listening to Joe Rogan.
Fuck you, Joe.
And I know I've told this story outside, but I want to tell it for the pod. I'm listening to Joe Rogan one day, and he goes, have y'all seen this thing where there's this porn where these women get stuck in fucking dryers and washing machines?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What's porn?
yeah. We're corrupting young Larry over here. But anyway, so I'm like, there's no way that's bullshit. And so I go look and I'm like, man, these bitches are getting stuck in dryers. I'm like, how are they doing this? This is insane.
So back to what you guys miss about Farmington.
What about you, Larry? What about you?
It's probably the same thing with him.
The pizza?
Yeah.
You can't use the same answer.
Come
on, what's
shoot.
something?
I don't know. I like the football games. Getting to go and hang out. I didn't play, but I got to hang out.
TV practice field.
Back when football wasn't like a fucking business.
Yeah, because it was still pretty much just.
Well, I wanted to get back to your topic about like Farmington football in the 2000s. Like, what was it
You want me
like?
to be honest? So I was saying that to get you at a low moment.
Okay, so you didn't give a fuck. Yeah, we don't want to have to talk about it anyway. But you were talking about going to the games.
Yeah, no, we went quite well.
Yeah, just like hanging out, the
Yeah,
experience.
because we had our buddy Taylor that lived right down the road, and we'd go crash at his house until the game started, then come back and we'd hang out at the games and go back and crash at his house afterwards. It was always a lot of fun. I always enjoyed it.
When
But
did
as
you?
a spectator.
Taylor sucks at golf.
When did you move to Farmington?
Me?
Yeah,
Senior year.
7th grade.
so
But he
So I
left.
came in 6th, yeah.
He left about 10th grade.
Yeah, I went to 10th and 11th in Springdale.
but then you came back to graduate.
Senior year?
Yeah, I thought you.
Do you not remember this?
I thought you were always. Well, I don't remember you leaving.
You're the reason I came back my senior year.
No.
I thought it was me. Fucker.
Well, it was. It was.
He's your brother.
You two talked my dad into letting me come back my senior year.
Why
You were there.
Oh yeah, I was there. As
You
long
remember?
No, it was 100%. Like, Danny was staying with me most of the time at my dad's place. And you came over and was playing.
Did we play guitar? I remember.
We played guitar
Dude, we
and
played.
Creed.
No, we played the.
Yeah, we
fucking,
did that.
Crazy Train riff.
Yes.
I remember that night. Yeah.
And
That
you,
got him back to
and
Farmington.
you guys, and
Train.
I feel like it was someone more than you,
He could go.
talked my dad and let me come back to Farmington my senior year.
Really?
Yeah.
Glad you did.
Yeah. I
That's
was
great.
actually telling Sarah May about that earlier.
I do. That's fun. It's one of those things where like you just somebody triggers a memory, and then like I would never have thought about that again. But then you brought it up, and like I remember the exact riffs we were playing.
Exactly.
Like we were jamming on that
Yes.
riff.
That's the only riff
'cause
he knew.
It's wild.
It was.
He was always playing Creed back then too.
Who was playing Creed?
You.
I don't know. Was I?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I did go through a little Creed phase.
Yeah, you did.
But you're young, you're impressionable.
I don't dislike him.
No, I
You know
don't.
what's crazy? The song Higher Pro Creed is 25 years older.
Shut up, Daddy.
It is.
We're old, bro.
What
Okay, we
do
are
you
old.
miss the most about like that time and place?
High school?
Just about
Or
like,
Farmington?
Farmington.
just the time and place when you grew up. Like that you can't like for example like the house I grew up in, like out in the country, before we moved to Ray's Mill. Like I went out there recently just to see it. You know, it was painted. It was white brick now, and like it just. And I'm like, God, even if I had I was a millionaire and I just bought this place, it's not the '80s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember Thomas coming over to a sleepover birthday party. I got a picture of me and Thomas and Odom and Seipert and Brandon Griffin, playing out there. Like that's not the same play. It's there, it's physically there, but it'll never be that time again. Like what do you miss about that time?
I do miss all those guys. You brought up Odom. We got Thomas. We had everybody. There was Sterling. We got Jason. We got Thad. We got everybody. I do miss all those guys. Cass Key. That dude is the funniest fucking guy.
Oh, Cass Key brought up
He
yesterday.
mentioned about the
I want
Mr.
to talk.
Morris
Yeah.
thing. I know. I was been wanting to talk about that.
Well, so in elementary school, it was like
Third and fourth grade.
Third, fourth grade, our principal would piss at the urinal standing up.
Yeah.
With his hands on the wall.
Yep.
And
That's how he
everybody thought
pissed.
it was fucking weird. Like, who does that?
He's probably fucking the pickle lady or something. Oh, it burned. He didn't want to touch it.
We got a huge scandal going on. The pickle lady was getting fucked. He was giving her the pickle, guys.
She probably fell for that light thing.
That
too.
was a weird deal, the pickle lady.
Pickle lady?
I remember
Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's sour.
He was
Sometimes
wild.
it's
I remember Matt Farmer. You remember we said on those
Yeah,
Dude, I
yeah.
miss fucking Farmer. That dude was funny.
Man, I've got funny fucking farmers.
I got a lot of stories I can't tell.
Yeah, that's true.
But I remember Matt Farmer in the
Farmer,
back.
come on.
Y'all remember when he caught
Good
that
luck getting him
touchdown
out of
at
P
Junior
Ridge.
High?
Somebody told me that
He's
once.
too busy farming, dude.
Up there in P Ridge.
But I remember him sitting in the back, like pickle ladies talking, and everybody's on those little mats.
Yeah.
Remember he has to sit on those mats, and he's sitting in the back with a fork, sticking it in the electrical socket. And I was like, "What?" And I'm just like, because I was a good kid back then. I didn't know if I should tattle or watch what was going to go on.
You're like, that pickle's cool, but this is about to be fucking cool.
Yeah. I don't care about that pickle song.
Does anybody remember the song?
He just sang it.
Did he sing it or he said
I
the
don't-
words? But it was like.
Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's sour. I don't
But
know.
there was a little sing.
Fucking serious, the pickle lady, bitch.
You didn't have.
That's so seductive, man.
You didn't
You don't
have
have the
her?
pickle
we
lady.
got her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You had her?
Yeah.
She had us.
God damn it,
So
Danny.
did the principal.
She was kind of sour, alright?
At that point in time.
She,
We
I
had her
remember
when
she
she's
had
sweet.
a lot. I remember she had this thing, and she thought she'd trick us, and she had like this battery or something. And she put like a light. And she made it look like she like made light, and then someone like called her out on it. She's like, no.
Do you remember it? She had jar openers
Yeah.
that she sold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That had like the because she had a logo. It was like a
Yes.
pickle,
Yep.
and
was a pickle lady,
it was the pickle
I wonder
lady.
if
But
she's
she
still
sold
alive.
jar because she was like pickle jars are
No.
hard to open, so she had these pickle jar openers.
I remember.
What about you?
And
What do you
jalapeno.
miss the most about that?
And I miss like the old we used to practice on.
I wasn't an honor student though either. So.
We used to practice on like the old baseball field, like back when like fourth, fifth, sixth grade, and like Jake Oxford's dad was our
Yeah,
coach,
yeah.
and
Oxford.
What'd you practice with?
it's
Pickles?
football. No, he asked what I know. We're off the pickle.
I feel like this is my fucking boys in the room. Like,
We're off
can
the
y'all not be
pickle.
serious for one?
He said
fucking minute?
fart.
God damn it.
Pickles.
You bring Danny into the room, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
It all goes to
He's
shit.
been trying to catch up on the
Nathan, let's
story
go
for
home.
5 minutes, and you guys don't know what the fuck he's been trying.
We got another one.
I am
It
a little
runs in the
lost.
family.
Holy shit.
No, they were talking about the pickle lady. At
I do
Farmington.
remember the pickle lady.
Okay, yeah.
We're
I
past the
wasn't-
fucking pickle ladies.
Well,
talking
We're trying to catch
him
Matt up.
Where the hell's he been?
Over there.
In Farmington in 1980.
Hey, do you remember? That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you remember like leaving? Right when you could start driving, we would leave and go.
Sixth grade?
Yeah, we would leave and go get food. And remember, Mr. Eccles would be over there smoking, and he'd fucking bust us.
Dude, did I?
And he'd be like, "Boys,"
God.
he'd be like,
Sir.
"Boys, I expect y'all to do the right thing." We're like, "Yeah, we will."
And then we
Not
left.
fucking park over here next time.
We still left.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
did it
yeah.
all the time.
Did I-
Me, you, Brett, Farmer.
Something.
There's one time because I don't know if they outlawed smoking definitely while we were going to school there.
Yeah.
But at some point,
Like smoke-free campuses become like a big deal.
that was
so
while we were going to school.
He always.
But I remember Mr. Eccles was a smoker, And I remember I had pulled in, and all of a sudden I look over and this bush is smoking.
Yeah.
And have I told you this one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but so anyway, I go over there and like I look behind it and he's back there just fucking smoking it up. I'm like, man, it's a smoke-free campus, dude. What are you doing? He's like, I'm on now. Like, don't tell anybody, you know. And I'm like, that gives me kind of a free pass. And so me and Sterling and Jenkins used to go because it was a closed campus. But when they built that new locker room, because like the football players could park over there behind that locker room. Well, we could get out on that side street and go out and get on Highway 62, and so we'd order pizzas, and we'd go pick up pizzas and come back and sell them, kind of like you were talking about. Make some
pizza.
It was basically just enough.
Back to that pizza.
But I remember.
That's not how it started.
But I remember coming back one time from a return, and Coach Bond was out there waiting, and it was one of those. It was one of those scenes in like a Tarantino movie or an old western where like you pull in and you look and there's like the sheriff standing there and it's like no. He had the shades on. You remember those shades? And I get out of the car and he's like, I trust that's the last time we're going off campus for lunch, Mr. Durham. I was like, yes, sir. You know, he's fucking on to me.
He said,
Yeah,
no,
it is.
it's not taking
It's
sausage.
open campus.
Well,
Yeah.
back then.
It was before.
He wouldn't
after
take the
our
test.
grade.
But like
was
you're talking
pizza.
about, so like like practicing,
Man,
Eccles got
because
I remember
you're
that.
talking about like small. It was because back then it was just one elementary
Right.
team, wasn't it, for like 3rd through 6th? The Jake Oxford,
No, we were I think like 4th and 5th, and then
or Greg Oxford. I mean,
and then like 4th and 5th, and then 5th and 6th, or something. I don't remember how it went.
but it wasn't like it is now, where
No,
every grade
it's
had
totally
18
changed.
coaches.
No, because I came back to Farmington, like 7th grade would have a team, and it was like 8th and 9th, and 10th through 12th.
7th, 8th, and 9th is junior.
But like elementary now, like so you've got every grade's got a team, and each team has like 6 coaches.
Yeah, I know.
Like there's 7 coaches on my 6th grade team. It's not like it wasn't that like you're talking about. It was how many people coached with Greg? Was it
at least 4 or 5 of them. There was like Scotty Wilhite's dad, Wes Hill or Wes. What's his name? He was the defensive coordinator. It's his dad.
Because I didn't play elementary ball.
There was
so I'm
probably
curious to-
there was at least 5 or 6 dads with
Was
Greg.
it? But how was it split up in the grades again? Because I always thought it was one team for all the grades. But you said it was split up in like, were there 2 elementary teams?
Man, I can't even remember now. But I could just I remember. I mean, I played all the way 4th, 5th, and 6th, but I just don't remember how it was split up
Yeah.
really. But and the whole time it was Jacob's dad was the head coach. You know.
Yeah. But just being out there and
Yeah, it was just totally different. And the Farmington was totally different. Like the whole layout. Like I said, we practiced on the old baseball field. I mean, that field's not even. I don't even know what that is now.
No,
It's over there, like behind the old like. so
It's-
you-
fire.
it's still there.
Right.
it's still there.
Is that over?
I don't know what they use it for, but like we drove by, me and Theo drove by there the other day.
So you know where we went to like 5th and 6th grade, or no, just 6th grade, because that was new when we were in 6th grade.
That was a new building when we went.
It
Yeah.
was behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is there even ball fields over there anymore?
Yeah, they're still there. That's what I'm saying. Like they're
Really?
there, but I don't know if they
I
use
think they
them.
had a game, so I went by the other night and they had a game going on over there. If that's
I think
Right
that's
on the
place.
corner there by the
T-ball
old
and
fire
stuff now.
thing.
Yeah.
That was like the old softball field. I think they still use that. I just didn't know they used the
Like
old.
the little fields back in
Yeah,
the
because
back,
there was
yeah.
another base, like that's where
Yeah.
because there was like the softball field, the baseball field, and then there was like smaller fields too.
Yeah,
small
I
fields.
think
I
it's.
think they still use them because I went by to get. I think we're going to McDonald's, and I heard a game going on, and I looked. It wasn't the softball field, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was that next.
I bet they
the
use
baseball
it for
field.
T-ball or whatever.
I was gonna say, which now
Yeah.
Farmington's got that crazy complex
Oh,
over there.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's,
Well, what's weird, like the kind of weird flashback for me is like
Didn't we have to run
We're-
that?
the what now?
oh yeah.
As a
Oh God.
What'd
we
you say?
ran that shit.
When it was a field.
Cross country.
Had to run.
Yes.
No, it was because other reasons. But
Oh.
I remember Jeremy Bailey had a fucking Playboy that he was going to sell. And this is how different that world was then versus now, right? He, hey, who went in there? Who's that? Larry.
Larry.
I'm thinking about it.
Hey, hit stop.
Gotcha. Every time I get up to pee.
Let's take a quick break, but I do.
Yeah, we definitely got to finish the circle.
No, I got a few things I want to say. So yeah. Act 4, final act.
Get off your phone.
That's mine. Next
All right,
one.
Danny, you're up, brother. The
What's
time and the place. What do you
Time,
miss the
place?
most?
High school.
He's slamming the book on the season.
Nothing really cliche, but just
We
hanging
got
out.
football tomorrow,
Football.
Arkansas football tomorrow.
though. No.
Anyways.
Fucking NFL, dude.
It's Friday night.
No, it's Friday.
Yeah, oh fuck, it is Friday. I keep getting my days confused. Goddamn, I don't even know what
Back
day it
to
is.
Danny.
Ah, you guys, I love you guys so much.
What?
We love you too.
Will the feelings real?
You probably missed getting your Ninja Turtles stolen.
That's what the Razorbacks gonna do tomorrow.
You get
I bet not good.
I put money on it.
ain't gonna be good. What do you miss?
Fuckers.
Shut the fuck up over there.
Just missing, just being without all electronics, all freaking social media.
That's a good deal.
That's
Just
what
being
I'm
able to,
talking
like,
yeah,
we had a group of friends. We just go to the woods, go fishing.
in person.
Then, yeah, you don't have to worry about texting.
Nah,
You actually
phones are
had to
gone,
call
man.
somebody, talk to them, actually go hang out with them, not just play over
Well, and man, our
computer.
our parents couldn't track us. Like,
Yeah.
No.
Dude, me and Danny would disappear for like
Absolutely.
hours.
That's what I said. Like we just
That's
hiked through the
normal,
woods,
though.
like about half a mile, go fishing down.
We
freaking-
went fishing,
Illinois
we
River.
went swimming, we went I mean, like, we would be gone forever.
Yeah.
and,
Ever.
and that-
But parents didn't worry. They didn't have to
No,
worry
they
as much
didn't.
back then.
They wanted us to fucking leave.
Yeah, get out the house. Yeah,
Most
parents were a lot
parents
more
were locking you out.
disconnected from their kids back then.
Yeah.
too.
and back then, like the parents, like when you get to a certain age, like we just low, they still keep up with you. But once you got to a certain age, like you got to toughen up and learn how to live.
Yeah, Dad used to lock the door.
You go outside, you play the play.
What you fuckers coming back?
Yeah, he did, dude. He used to
Eat up all my
put us out.
goddamn food.
He bought that cab. He bought that land down in West Fork, and he would lock the door and kick us out. We had 40 acres to go. figure
Well,
it out.
you had shit to do.
You know-
Yeah, like it
But
wasn't.
I'm saying, even if you got hurt, like Dad's like throw some dirt on it. You,
Yeah. I remember I cut my
I
hand.
remember-
Right.
Do you
Cutting
remember
his
people
fucking
like fucking
shin with a
compulsively
chainsaw,
washing their hands? Like I remember eating fucking not even washing hands
Yeah.
and just
Oh,
eating
Drinking out of the
and,
water hose.
and we were healthier.
I remember.
Way healthier. Kids are sick all the time now, and like, and if you do the studies on it, like the more you kill germs, the less you have like the good bacteria to
Yeah,
fight it
yeah.
off
Build
with.
up,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like my kids never fucking wash their
I
hands,
can
and they're
relate-
never
I can
sick.
relate to that.
Do you like
I
it?
didn't get so fucking
Well,
But you were talking.
Yeah.
I thought you had a
You
story
like
to go
it?
with.
Yeah, let's hear how you're relating to.
No, we does do that.
No, so I did healthcare for 6 years. And,
Everybody was being respectful, and it surprised him.
oh, I mean, yeah,
That's why he was
that
surprised.
scared me. I
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
I'm allowed to
I
speak.
think I should leave. No, I mean, I did healthcare for 6 years and developed migraines. But yet I'm working in the cleanest environment you can.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Sterile environment.
So, yeah, the most
Yeah,
sterile.
the most
so
sterile
since
you
I've
get.
been out of it, I hadn't had a single migraine since.
You think
No
that could be
shit.
all-
Yeah, it's like my wife.
But
gets
yet I
those.
hadn't been.
She's super clean.
Oh, you think it's from the chemicals and all the cleaning shit that
Right.
they use though?
I don't know if it's because of they want you to bathe in the antibacterial
Right.
you
bullshit.
get all the good
Sanitizer.
bacteria and stuff. So you have to have some bacteria in your body.
Yes, you need it.
I think it's
Exactly.
good.
Yeah. That's why I say you get out there and play in the dirt. Yeah.
Oh,
Because that's the thing is, like,
100%.
what people realize during COVID and stuff, everybody like sanitizing, killing all the bacteria.
Uh huh.
You need that bacteria to keep your immune system up. But when you kill
Your
it,
gut
your
health
immune
is-
system
yeah.
goes down.
It attacks
when
itself.
Well,
Eventually, when that bacteria comes back, your body's not ready for it.
Well,
That's
I know real world examples. So my kids have friends whose parents are like germ freaks, right? So it's like every time you touch something, you got to wash your hands. And those sick kids are sick all
All
the time. Like they're never not sick.
Dude, I never had migraines.
And my
I thought
kids
people
are
were
like-
fucking weak as hell. Like, dude, so and so called in because they had a migraine. I'm like, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
of a little bit of a headache?
Yeah.
Dude, I take that all back
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
I've had them to where I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
This is something different. But ever since I've been out of healthcare, hadn't had it.
Hey, y'all remember when the food pyramid, the base of the
Yeah.
food pyramid was fucking cereal,
Carbs, yeah.
paid for by fucking
I
Kellogg's?
why does a store have a health food section? What's the rest of the store?
Right?
Should never go into the inner.
What the fuck I
fucking
buy?
I mean,
But,
it makes you wonder.
the
though.
outside aisle.
It makes you
fucking
wonder.
wiped us all right there. I was like, man,
We're-
that's a good point.
I want to
But back to
we're
what I
trying to
was
wrap
say
this
about
shit
high
up,
school.
boys. No.
Well,
what
another
else?
thing I used to miss is back in the day I used to go to Brad Durham's house and play him and Jason Fisher at Doom or freaking Mad, whatever it was. I always kicked their ass. So that made me feel good.
That was
We-
a good
did-
day,
Why you got
right?
the shirt?
I remember Danny and I. So Danny Defense. I mean, you got
Yeah.
that name for a reason, right? The glory days
Glory
of
days.
3A football. But we used to play Madden when we lived together, fucking all the time, man. We had no fucking responsibilities. We were
No.
giggling about it, but we'd fucking. What?
Mad.
Thomas.
They just look at each other and start fucking giggling.
Oh, maybe they got something going
He
on.
said
Alex.
short-lived. He said short-lived, and it
Nah,
got
we
me.
need darts.
What the?
Brad don't know play darts.
Wait, what? We talking about?
Anyway,
Exactly. That's how these go.
Anyways,
Fucking
you remember,
big lady.
do you remember playing Madden over there?
I remember playing
All the
that. I
time?
remember.
What Madden was it?
What year was your Madden? Because like I have a year of Madden, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What was your year?
Okay, so the Madden that you and I played, we lived together in, was it 02, 03?
It's a Marshall Fault was on the cover. Yeah.
So like
Run
digital.
02,
It was
03.
around the
somewhere
Vic.
there.
It was around the Vic
That's
year.
gonna-
We're so good at Madden.
box people.
Maybe-
You were?
Yeah.
Vic
At
was
least-
really good
at
at
least-
Madden.
Yeah, Lego looking.
And I'm saying like when you had Vic, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Playing
What about
Vic.
Bo Jackson?
I think you're on
Before
It's 4 or
pre-
5, I
post
think.
prison.
Yeah, it was 04 or
Y'all
05.
think of techno.
Because
technically.
I was already 21. I think it was like 22.
We were young
Yeah.
and stupid and had nothing to fucking do.
No.
That was the best game though.
See, like
you could just
06 for me.
Dude, it was so
go
awesome.
against each other.
Yeah, I
I
had
mean, it was like, oh man.
But it wasn't overcomplicated. Like nowadays, like I feel you
2000
gotta
dude.
manage all this shit. And it's like this is our fucking
You got,
job.
20
I
buttons
just want to
on one-
fucking call. You know what I mean? I just want to sit down and call some
Where's
plays.
my A and B?
Yeah, dude.
That's got too much.
But no, like I remember when you'd come over, Farmer was one of them we'd play with.
Oh, yeah.
Because we, like the TV we played on was like a little bit bigger than that one. Like that's what we had in my
Like
bedroom.
this fucking deep.
It was like this big, and it was split 4 ways.
Heavy as
So you're
fuck.
basically
Yeah.
looking at like
And that
this
was
little,
always uptown because back then when we played Mario, you only had 2 players. You had to take turns.
back in the old
Then,
days.
then you got to, was it?
Split screen.
Well, no, but what
No,
he's
it's
talking
just-
about is when we played like Doom or Quake, and you had like 4 players playing because it was I think it was your PlayStation you'd bring over sometimes, but like. There'd be 4 of us, and like a lot of times, like 3 of us would coordinate. Like Matt Farmer wouldn't realize it, so he's going around, and we'd all be waiting on him. And you remember that? And he'd like come around the corner, and like we'd all just blast him. He's like, "How the fuck are you?" And it's like we're watching you on the screen, dude. Like we're just gaming in on you.
Because y'all had the 4 cross.
Yeah.
007 was fucking.
Oh, GoldenEye on the
GoldenEye,
64.
GoldenEye.
Do you remember playing Fisher on Mad because you always bring it to your house and we'd always kick his ass at it?
Yeah, he was always
Got
Green
pissed
Bay.
off.
He was always Green Bay. Yeah.
We always beat him and he got pissed off.
So I went back and played GoldenEye, and it's not what you remember.
Well,
I bet.
but here's
Hell, I remember playing like yeah, like. Dude.
But here's what I tell my kids. Here's what I tell my kids. Back when that came out, that there was
shit.
nothing
Yeah.
like that. It was the
Yeah,
newest,
yeah.
coolest. Yeah, going back and playing it,
Yeah.
it doesn't age well. But
Right.
like at the time, like you
It
got to
was
remember,
good, yeah.
like we were playing 8-bit. Like we
Yeah.
grew up on Pac-Man, dude.
Fucking
Like Pac-Man
Pong, dude.
and
Pac-
Pong.
It's like went from like Atari to Nintendo, so he went from
Atari.
Atari.
But we remember that generation. Like
Yeah.
I remember getting a Nintendo for Christmas a year after they came out. So they came out in '86, and we got ours in '87, and like it was a game changer because then everybody in Farmers started getting them, and I remember Odom lived down the hill, and so like I'd go down to, but you didn't have the internet, so if you couldn't figure out a game, you just had to go to school the next day and be like, hey, have y'all gotten past here?
Yeah.
And then Nintendo Power magazine came out, you know, and it was like people would be going through the magazines to figure out how to beat the games and all that shit. But I mean, it was just like they would put out guides to beat the games, you know, and so.
Talking about Nintendos, do you remember your first Nintendo?
Oh yeah, I mean.
Well, Stillwell's
Yeah,
dad
Atari.
apparently bought him every fucking game in the.
We had a lot
We
of-
talked about that on the first pod we did.
Yeah, I've had a-
Stillwell had the fucking library of the century, dude. Like he had every fucking game. I remember loving going over to his house because I was like, "What is this one? What is this one?" And Stillwell was like, "Ah, it sucks." We tried, but I was like, "I've never played it," and so he was like really patient with me. He was like, "Yeah, we can try it, but it sucks." And I was like, oh yeah, this sucks. But he had like this whole library, and we just
played
kept
a
going through.
lot of fucking games though. We sit for hours playing.
Oh
that shit.
fuck yeah, dude!
But I remember like after that though. I remember when I got a Sega Genesis, it was because of Mortal Kombat.
Fuck yeah.
And that was like I remember Brad coming over because like a birthday or something, and it was just like Mortal Kombat. We played the shit out of that.
Well, it was released on both systems, but Sega had the blood.
Yeah.
That's what broke Nintendo's back at the time. Had Nintendo just allowed the blood, which I get it was a family company back then. They wanted to advertise to kids, and they've still done that to this day.
Yeah, they've held to it.
It wasn't until 4 or 5 years ago when they started allowing like Witcher 3 came out on the Switch, and I was like, holy shit, they're really, but they had to, or they were gonna die.
Yeah.
But forever they were like, we want this to be a family friendly. They wanted it to be a family gaming experience, but the video game, the people who grew up with it got older, whereas Nintendo it's like that Matthew McConaughey, right? Like I get older, but high school girls stay the same age.
Yeah.
Nintendo was after the younger market, and so once people aged out, the people like Sega and PlayStation were like, we want older gamers. And then you had like this first-person shooters and stuff like that started developing, but Nintendo never did go in that direction. They stayed with the family-friendly content.
Yeah.
And power to them, but eventually it kind of got to the point where
The gaming's not
even
really
little
gaming.
kids are wanting to shoot people and kill them now.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
like, it's sad, but
Pick up
it
a
was
cross
pure and
and-
simple. Like think about the video games we grew up on. Like it was, you had a directional button, jump, and shoot a fucking fireball at a Goomba. Like you were getting don't want to get into the whole mushroom enhancement and all that shit, but it was very simple and innocent.
It's kind of like when I got my first Nintendo. I asked her for Christmas, and Christmas came, opened all my gifts, nothing.
And that's when you stopped believing in Santa Claus.
I did.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I was like, I go to my dad's room, and he shut his door and lock it, and I hear something in the background, like, what are you doing there, Dad? Are you playing a game? Like, no, leave me alone. And so, finally come Christmas time, you get,
It's really fucking.
I hope to God he's got a Nintendo.
I know.
I get one last gift.
Please.
Got one last gift. Here we go.
I open it up.
Such a suspense.
Shut
I pulled
up.
the bow.
I open it up. It's a Nintendo.
Nice.
All right, so we hook it up. So go ready to play Mario Brothers, because that's the game that gives you Mario
Yeah.
Brothers and Duck Hunt.
Oh yeah.
And I sit down and play it. My dad pushed me aside. Watch this, and I'll show you how to get the princess.
He's like, fuck you. I bought this for me.
So I sit there for like
That's
on Christmas Day,
100%.
watch my dad play my game.
Oh, that's hilarious. I do remember, like, my mom got hooked on Zelda.
Where were they at?
They're in a whole nother fucking
I was
I
there.
just,
time.
It was
there.
I wasn't
It's real
invented
daddy.
yet.
I was
It was in the-
It's still in Wayne's set.
He's still
Yeah.
swimming around.
I remember that pretty well.
Yeah, I was in 92. That was probably 87.
81.
81.
Fucking Zelda.
Actually, no, I was born in 81, so it's like 86,
It would have been
7.
87 at least, because
Yeah,
they
something
didn't even come to America till like 87, regular, at least not to our
somewhere
time.
around that time.
Because I remember the Sears catalog had them. And I was like, Mom, are they going to be in? Do you remember the Sears catalog? They had the whole
yeah.
toy
Nope.
section
Jesse,
and then the
Jesse,
lingerie
Nova.
section. We got
I
into
do remember
later.
that, Brad. I remember
remember
looking at
the
it one time, like,
cool
oh man, Mom, this is the knit shirt. I knew this year. This is the coolest knit shirt we can get.
I think they're right up there. I see them from here.
Look at
There's
those.
a shredder too.
All right, on to Thomas. Fuck
Spotted
that.
them.
He's even got Casey.
Look, they're right there.
No, actually,
That's
before
vanilla ice.
before we get to this, I don't know if Thomas even remembers this.
Probably not.
Did I ruin Santa Claus for you?
The fuck you talking about?
Like, I remember being in elementary school and like talking about Santa Claus not being real, and you bowing up to me. You'd be like, we were young.
I think I do remember that,
We were really young. I don't remember
He
what.
ain't talking to you.
but I was there.
Man, you didn't believe.
Thomas up there.
You never am.
Thomas
But
up
here's
there.
how I found out. Here's how I
Wait,
found out.
hold on.
You brought
Santa
up-
ain't real?
But I was watching.
I'm trying to
Becoming
figure it out
from-
right now.
I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles up there.
Goddamn,
I mean,
dude.
I want
But true story, Brad, on that topic.
I like that
Off
shredder.
of Thomas. I remember being like, around that age, and remember like somebody telling me Santa wasn't real. So I went home like Christmas Eve. I'm sleeping in the living room.
You worked it for him.
Naked?
Naked. I'm like, they told me this Santa was fake. So I remember pretending like I was asleep. Then I wake up like. It seemed Dad putting Christmas presents on the table like, Santa's not real!
That was you, Brad.
I run it. But listen to how I found out.
I would like to hear what you're about to say.
So when I was young, like I had real bad insomnia.
Thomas's whole
so I would
life
stay
up.
up and watch like TV.
I mean, it might come full circle.
Yeah, it might answer some questions
Years
for the
up now.
therapist.
I'm trying to think of what grade I
It
was
meets
in.
you
I
outside.
don't remember. I just remember being young, and I definitely believed in Santa Claus still. So I was that young, and I was watching Night Court, and this guy gets up on the stand,
Bull.
and the guy's like, you know, I've had a bad rap. You know, I remember, you know, I found out my parents lied to me and telling, you know, I remember finding out Santa Claus wasn't real, and I'm this little kid. I'm like, the fuck?
What?
And I was like, Santa's not real? I'm like, my parents are lying to me? And so then I remember going to school and like telling people, and like, guys, Santa's not real. It's like, Santa's fake. They're making the fucking frogs gay. You know, it's like one of those, and everybody's like, fuck you. And I remember Thomas being one of those people that's bowed up. It's like, fuck, like, he wasn't saying
Don't
that.
you
in
tell me to
elementary
go
school,
do
but he was
your
like,
buddy.
man, I don't know where you're getting at, but
You
he's
should've
real.
told me next to
No, I know,
Tuesday.
dude. He's not. I remember you though. Like, were
How
like,
do you remember me?
I just because we were
'Cause you
friends.
bowed
dude.
up.
Because
Bowed up.
you're one of my closest friends back then when we were real young. It's like, and you were like,
You write into your yearbook.
you, but I was like,
He wrote in his yearbook, fuck you, girl.
I felt like I had this secret that everybody needed to know, and like people were pissed at me.
I appreciate that, but
That is one of my early Thomas
I
memories.
feel like he's still mad about it. He just doesn't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking spiraled his whole life out of control.
He's
It's
like,
all
you
my
know what?
fault.
That's where it
I'm a
all
little
went
confused
downhill
right now,
right there.
like how this got to this point. But
And now here we are, 35 years
No,
later.
but what do you miss the most about that time and place?
for when?
Elementary.
No, like
Fucking-
the fucking thing was
Santa
you talking
Claus.
about for.
Hey,
Back in that
so
when
you
had
can
no
say that. Do you remember that time we had a party at your dad's house, and we're all hanging out there, and I remember we're all sitting there, right, and like
No.
Thomas and Kristen, like they left on his scooter, right.
Oh no!
These motherfuckers come back with
Shouldn't
like,
have.
I mean, there was like 10 cars following these motherfuckers,
more
and
than
we were
that.
like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, we brought the party. I don't know. It was
How
crazy.
old were y'all? Like when was this?
I don't think
Like
Matt
the-
knows.
I think the
How old
thing-
are
it
you
was
talking
on-
right now, dude?
I was
remember
invited.
the scooter.
Do you remember that though, right? I mean, you and
I
Kristen.
remember Kristen.
You and
got on
Kristen
there.
went to like Easy Mart to get something, came back with
No.
fucking
The
10
full cavalry.
Yes, that's how it
Now,
happened.
here's the thing. That was back when they had just put in, what was his name? That he was like the only. God, turn the cameras off.
No, we
They ain't going on.
No, so me and Kristen went to meet some people that I had made friends with.
Like April Ham and them, right?
Like, dude.
No,
You can't
this
say the
was-
word dealer, apparently.
No, this was
No, that
this was like Rogers and Bentonville people.
Oh, okay.
On a scooter.
On the fucking
On the scooter, she
To
had
Rogers
two.
and Bentonville.
No,
She
they
had
just.
two-
I go to Rogers and
Larry,
Bentonville.
No,
on a
no,
scooter.
no. It was when the Smirnoff Ices came out.
Yeah.
Oh my
She
god!
had double fisted one of those, or two of those. For whatever reason, she got on the goddamn scooter with me, and I was already hammered
Yeah, I was gonna say we all got fucked up.
because that was the Jim Clear.
Yeah, this was in 4th grade. I remember.
No,
I was able to drive.
No, I know. But
Um,
A scooter.
no, CDL.
that
What?
prom party at your dad.
On a scooter.
The prom
Okay.
the
Oh,
prom
yeah,
Yeah, like
party.
doubles, dude.
He was 21 on a scooter.
yeah,
Heavy
finish it.
hauling.
Let him finish his story.
Dude, we took out to bring back a bunch of people. I don't know why.
Fucking
I don't
worked.
even know who the hell was at the house. Dad had left.
Oh yeah.
'Cause my parents
Wait,
were
your
divorced.
dad wasn't even still there?
Oh,
No, my
no,
parents
dude,
were
we were-
divorced. He was in New Mexico.
He was somewhere else, so that's why we partied at his dad's house.
Oh, so it wasn't like his dad was chaperoning.
That
Y'all
time
were-
we fucked
he was,
up.
he was,
He was
okay.
in New Mexico.
He's gone.
And I don't know
y'all.
why anybody didn't die, because there was a room in his dad's house. If you walked out of it, you dropped like 30 fucking
It's still
feet.
there.
I'm talking like
That door is
nothing.
still
You
there.
just,
There's no door.
goddamn. And I mean, it's straight down.
It's 12 feet. Straight down.
Fucking, I don't know how anybody didn't die.
We survived.
Yes, somehow.
Somehow.
I
But
remember.
no, we took out to go meet people. They weren't there. I remember she had 2 Smirnoff ices in each hand. I'm like,
we had
this
to
is
been.
fucking stupid. Well, actually, I wasn't thinking that. I was like, hell yeah, dude, I got the
Yeah,
I got the hottest girl in school
on the back of the
on
scooter.
this fucking CV80 scooter. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, what the hell's going on?
I just
was like, I'm
remember.
about to get some tonight.
All I remember. I just
Dude, we
remember.
take
Getting
out.
stuck in the dryer tonight.
We take out. Yeah.
Now that's another fucking story. I remember a story.
Oh, we
That's
take-
what you got?
Somebody really got stuck in a dryer.
Well,
I thought it was all
so-
hypothetical.
So we take out to go meet these people to bring people back to this. I don't even know what kind of party we had because I blacked the fuck out.
well, it wasn't before y'all showed the fuck up with all those fucking people.
Yeah, I don't know where we met.
I just
I knew a
remember
couple-
Who
sitting
were these
on-
people?
I don't know, but I just
It was some
remember.
people I had met from Rogers, Bentonville, high class.
Where
I
did you
guess.
go on the scooter, dude?
Well, I'm trying to get to
I'm
that.
Y'all
gonna-
shut the fuck up.
We
and
keep
let-
getting derailed
I can't
a little
wait
bit.
for it.
Anyways, what I remember was she had 2 Smirnoff Ices because that was the brand new drink that it came out. You know, that was like the Boone's Farm.
Got it.
We take out. They weren't there. I'm like, all right, I ain't waiting on them. We drive down the bypass. We're on this CV80 scooter
On a fucking bypass?
on the bypass. We get down to 16, and these college kids come up and they're like, ha ha, honking the horn. They're
Yep.
like, dude, I'm like, all right, we'll race you. Dude, I'm,
Fucking unbelievable.
dude, I can't. Dude, this is stupid.
This is Thomas.
I just
This
remember
is
being on
stupid.
his dad's balcony, like of this house, and seeing this fucking scooter. And this scooter's coming, you can see him, and then there's a fucking line of cars, and I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?" I mean, we're
Kristen done like
I went and found
she
people.
she already fucking drank those Smirnoffs and was calling people.
it was crazy.
No, why she got on that fucking scooter, I don't know. I would like to know.
And then I
Maybe
remember,
season 2 we can
She
address
blacked
this.
out then too.
She probably don't remember by now. But anyways, we take off. We go down the bypass from Weddington to 16. Wait, that's opposite.
I was about to say that's
Wait.
Weddington to 62.
Yeah.
No, that's probably is that the same?
Nope.
We've
I'm
had-
I'm not
it
sure
doesn't
you
really
remember
matter.
it all.
You're probably gonna have to cut this shit
you
out.
left
doesn't matter.
62, went to Weddington.
Anyways, we go down there. College dudes are like, dude, that's fucking awesome. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm like, let's race. Light
And they all
turns green.
followed you.
The light turns green. I fucking take off. We get back on the interstate. Next thing I know, we're back at the house.
And they were all
And I
behind.
So
don't
basically, you're blackout the whole time. And that's,
Basically, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kinda
We're
what
driving
you've
on
been
a
told that
goddamn
There's
you're-
actually the
interstate.
cops behind him the whole time.
There might have
It
been.
was,
You know, I've always had this thing, like when I was in high
I
school.
was down for it though. I mean, I had that cash money motto: let's drink till we throw up, drink till we pass out. Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Well,
You can
as
really
far
Zip
as
it
like,
out.
you know how there's like
Yep.
black sheep in the family? Like, no matter how fucked up I was to my family, like I always had my cousin Jackie who was worse. And so it was like, well, you met her.
Yeah.
she's you know, she's a wild lady, and I love her to death. But she was a fucking wild child in high school.
How we
It was like,
didn't,
no matter what I did, I was like, well, I ain't
how
as
we
bad as
survived
Jackie.
that night, I don't know because I know the next. Well, whenever I figured it out.
Well, hold on, I'm coming back to you.
Well,
he's
no,
not
that
done
scooter
yet.
was.
No, I'm
fucked up.
saying I'm just saying like I had a fucking hot temper always in high school, and I was like, I got a fucking temper, but I ain't Thomas. Like
He does have a temper.
I was
Whoa!
and I was like, no matter how many fucking holes in the wall I punch, I ain't Thomas. Like that motherfucker had a
It's always
temper,
once you
dude.
have it.
Thomas still has it a little bit.
Today?
You might see it here in a minute if we
he's
you
pretty
keep fucking
mild. Don't
with
get
him.
him all fucked up now. He's pretty mild right now.
No, he's honest about it. He talks about it. He knows.
Thomas?
Thomas knows he's got a temper.
Let me know.
You think
You're
this
as
is
chill as I
fucking
fucking know
a
nowadays.
revelation to him?
I mean, outside of, Kamala
I'm kind
Harris.
of confused on where the fuck this is went.
Where are we going?
Okay, so
this shit out.
so you don't remember that?
You know you used to be a fucking...
Oh, I was an ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had a temper in high school.
So you don't remember the scooter ride, but do you remember like the prom party we had at your dad's house? That was a different party.
Mm-hmm.
The prom
Yeah,
party.
Well,
I remember getting so fucked up. Thad had a fifth of Dickel, the
Pickle lady sold it.
not the Dickel.
The elementary counselor sold Dickel.
And we're just like
At the back of
we're
the
just
elementary.
like we're just Belushiing that shit.
Yeah.
I remember sitting on his dad's counter, like in his kitchen.
Yeah,
I'm just
I remember
Belushiing that shit. And I remember
we had a camera set up to record.
Wait,
Remember?
why?
Diddy party.
all I know is
Ain't no party
I
like a
start-
Diddy party.
No, ain't no baby oil.
I started talking shit. I started talking shit about all the, like some of the girls' moms. It was bad. Yeah.
Where the fuck is Thomas's dad at all the time? Like,
Partying.
New Mexico!
Stan was
Yeah.
partying and we were.
Get on the
Dude, that was
fucking
such a
train.
badass
He was in
house.
New Mexico. I promise you.
Oh, I believe you. Like,
No, he was.
y'all took advantage of that.
I did.
I mean, that's the
On a
best
scooter.
times, though.
I remember one time
Hey,
Jenkins
dude, I
and
could pussy
Kristen.
on the scooter.
I believe you.
Even the skateboard.
Skateboard.
Back
Still
then.
got a memory here.
There's so many stories at Thomas's dad's house.
Probably not many we can tell. But I want to get back to like.
Why are
what-
we recording this?
No,
Well, I mean,
we're
we're
done
all-
with all
I
that.
feel implicated now.
The story that you told on the scooter is not gonna. It's gonna confuse everybody. So don't
No.
worry. Don't worry. Like we're
Once
not.
people start getting the maps out,
Yeah.
it's their
Well,
loss.
he was in
62
62.
Wellington.
There was college
I'm already
students involved, so it had to be over here.
They weren't there though.
That was
It's
crazy
before the
shit.
apartments.
But what do you miss about that time? Like Danny was talking about, like before cell phones, before all that shit. Like, what do you miss about this, just that time?
Man, I miss Thomas's dad's house.
I know what I was
Thomas's
thinking,
dad's
you know,
I miss it.
You had it way better than you realized.
I mean,
apparently.
the freedom, yeah.
I remember when Thomas started driving. Man, that was like that was when we just started. He ain't ever gonna answer the goddamn question. we just need to tell the story.
I was there.
Yeah,
Driving.
yeah.
All these
Someone had
motherfuckers
to drive him.
around.
You know what I mean? Someone had to drive.
Driving
us.
all the fuckers around.
I mean, I should be getting paid for this.
Gas money, man.
I remember Jared
That's my
Seifert
life.
stayed the night with me on my 16th birthday, and I remember my mom calling Christy Seifert and asking permission, like, "Is it okay if Brad drives him home tomorrow?"
Oh, yeah.
And like that was the first time I like driven when I was 16.
Really?
Like legal was driving Jared to his house. I wish he could have been here tonight. You fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
He said
he's in Tulsa,
He's out
busy
Tulsa
farming.
way, car dealership.
living on Tulsa time. He's out there Tulsa King.
He's a Tulsa King. in it.
King.
It's a
Tulsa
good show.
King.
That's the
Good
Tulsa
show.
King.
What I miss is the personalities of vehicles, of styles. Like every decade, like you look back 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, every decade had a style. Every car generation had a style.
Yeah.
Like I remember the new generations of cars. Like you look at all the cars now, they're all the fucking same.
All
Right.
box.
It's all ubiquitous. It's all the same. There's no personality. There's no style anymore. We all used to watch the same movies. We all had shared culture because you didn't have the internet.
Right.
The internet fucked, to me, everything. Like we all watch the same movies. We might not watch the same movies, but we only had the theater. We only had the radio. So you might like pop or metal or rock, but you still only had this. You know, now when you dive into it and the corporate control and all that stuff, you know, when you're young, you don't think about that kind of shit. But we had a shared identity as Americans, as a culture, and we all had a very shared experience. And with the internet, instead of bringing us together, it has fucking divided us. Like back in the day, that I don't remember politics ruining
Never been.
fucking families
Yeah.
and breaking like I'm fucking
Oh,
Trump
sure.
supporter. I'm not going over there anymore. And like I just don't remember. And maybe I was naive being a kid. But and maybe that's
never
what I
been
miss
that.
the most is the naivety
naive,
of
yes.
being so young. Like, because my parents, the greatest time in my life was one of the greatest struggles for my parents. They were trying to keep my sister alive, like she was sick when she was born. But I was out in the country and I was riding bikes and playing Nintendo with my buddies.
Yep.
I didn't have any cares in the world. We lived in a small town. You know, it was like a treat to get Taco Bell for dinner. I remember Mom would say, "Hey, Dad's bringing Taco Bell home tonight. What do you want?" I was like, "Oh, I get so excited, you know. I want a taco, you know, I wanted a tostada with extra red sauce, you know, the red sauce,
yeah.
buck." And it was just, we didn't have a lot of money, but it was simple, man.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was none of this fucking shit that just divides us. Like, I don't think as a culture we've progressed. Like, we got better technology now, but as a people, I feel like we've gone backward.
Absolutely.
We've gotten more tribal. Like,
No,
you,
that's 100%.
you think about, like,
Agreed.
back in the old wartime days, you had these different tribes that used to war and faction. I felt like I grew up in a united America,
Yep.
Yeah.
the United States of America. And I don't feel like
There
that
was more
exists
of a
anymore.
freedom,
It was freedom.
which I don't understand.
But like still what I was talking about, like we didn't have trackers on our phones. We didn't have phones.
No, we didn't have phones.
They didn't fucking exist.
Thank God.
And we all thought that they were so fucking cool when they came out,
Right.
and we all signed a deal with the devil, and here we are now, the most divided we have ever been.
Dude, I hate it.
That's
And
the
I
least of
miss
our
that
worries in a couple
simplicity
years, though.
of just riding bikes and going to school and saying, "Dude, I beat level
I grew
2
up
on."
riding bikes with Josh Romer and Lane Gallagher
Oh, Josh Homer.
because that was the only people. I mean, I had the Hams, but they were quite a few years younger. But Josh Romer had moved in. I don't remember where he came from, but he was a year older. So I kind of, you know, they were walking through the my neighborhood.
Jamie Wood lived over there too. But
Yeah.
remember that?
Well, that's just it. Like, you used to know all the families
It was
around.
yeah,
Now you
it
don't
was-
even know your
it's
fucking
just-
neighbor.
Dude, there are people who live in subdivisions who don't know the people who live on the other
Yeah.
side
I
of them.
don't know
Right.
any of my neighbors.
Yeah, that's the
Used
big
to, you'd bring
difference.
cookies to the new
Yeah.
neighbor next door, right? Your mom would bake cookies, and you'd meet the neighbors, and now nobody gives a fuck.
It's kind of
Try
cool.
not
Our
to know
neighbors
neighbors.
actually did that. They're an older couple, and they brought over and like introduced and told us about the shitty people before, you know. But
Yeah,
they introduced themselves, and I'm actually next door to the HOA president too on the other side. So both my neighbors like approached us, which was semi weird, but you know, kind of settling at the same time,
Absolutely.
having kids and all, you know.
Yeah, dude, I get it.
Dude,
It's-
it amazes me how we take for granted time.
Yes. 100%.
I mean, how fast it really passes by.
It really does.
And how
I mean,
much of it
to-
we
to-
just
to me,
waste.
To me, it scares me and how much is wasted. And I mean, for me, I mean, I raised a daughter for 18 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm just now trying to figure out what the hell am I supposed to do. I feel like I'm 20 years behind everybody else.
Yeah.
And here I am, 43 years old. I should be nearing retirement in another 15 years. And I don't have a fucking clue.
Or a dime to your name.
Nothing.
We're all just trying to
Dude,
get through
it-
week
it-
to
it-
week.
it-
Ain't none of us in here
it's-
wealthy.
No, it scares the shit.
Or have a game plan for
Now, granted,
that shit. Yeah.
I mean, granted, I am lucky and fortunate for my daughter, and I'm not trying to bring it down or nothing, but
No, this is awesome.
we just kind of hit that point.
The dark phase is past. You can
Yeah.
talk about whatever you need to.
Right? Yeah. we already
We're
hit that
good.
peak and
We-
valley.
yeah, we're done with that. Yeah.
That
was a real shit.
It's a real deal.
Part
It was
one,
a real
part
thing.
one.
I don't even know where I was going with that now, but
Fuck, I'm
Jews.
sorry. No, stop.
Yeah.
Jews.
Were you talking about raising your daughter and you're grateful that,
daughter and
you know,
I mean,
time.
like like I said, I mean, I spent damn near 20 years raising her.
And that was your life and your focus.
Dude, that's everything. Like I
All
don't
of
feel
it.
like
Now it's just you.
I don't feel like I connect with anybody. I feel like I'm so fucking weird now.
And lonely.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
No, it sucks.
'Cause
It's almost a mental illness,
Yeah.
or not a mental. It's almost an illness.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I can't even imagine. Like, I can't even imagine my kids being gone,
You know.
dude. Like, I don't.
I mean, I weird.
No, it's but this is fucking. Everybody thinks this podcast, you know, it's a bunch of dudes just cutting up and having fun and getting drunk. But dude, people have real stories, and
Right.
if you
That's
were
what's
to
interesting.
if you were to edit out like all the bullshit, there's real substance here. And I'm really
there
interested in
is.
Thomas's story.
Yeah.
Like, you notice
know.
everybody fucking shut the fuck up for
Well,
a while.
I know that's
Absolutely,
why
I'm
I'm like,
interested.
No, because we're listening to your story, and
You know.
it's powerful, dude.
But we all feel what you feel.
No,
Yeah.
like
but,
I have
but
real
it's even
feelings
hard
over
for
it.
me to even like say anything, especially after knowing what I sound like on these damn fucking.
Don't
speakers.
fucking worry about that,
Yeah.
dude.
You know.
Nobody cares.
I don't watch this
Your
shit.
stories.
Well, that just reinforces everything. But again, no, I don't even know where I was going with that. There was a
You're trying to
They're-
find your way in the world now
Yeah.
basically
that
yeah.
you feel has passed you by.
You feel like you're kind of starting over and trying to figure out what scenario you should do.
To a
But he
point,
grew up in
yeah.
a different generation and doesn't fit in
Yeah,
anymore.
just trying to find your place in the
I
world.
don't.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm an old soul too. Anyways,
Yeah, you always have been.
yeah, because I drove.
I
before.
feel like I'm. I feel like I'm.
Gotta have some levity in there.
I mean, no, I don't. Like I said, I lost really my train of thought. I mean,
I think everybody got your
No, we got it.
Yeah, we
That's a good
feel you.
point.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
got
know,
me
Good
it's
shit,
it's
dude.
now.
You got me good, and I'm fucking sitting over here fucking worried about life.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
I think that's a
This
good
is
one, boys.
episode 50. This is a wild deal. I didn't really see coming. Nicole had a pod. I thought, you know, if she can do it and out of her own home, then, you know, God, obviously it can be done. And I started my thing, and I thought it might last a month. I didn't think I'd have, you know, enough people to come on for. It was a project. It was an experiment, and let's see what it comes up with. And then it got booked out months and months and months, and then, you know, things got busy and it got overwhelming, and I got to that point where Nicole got where it was just I need to, you know, at the time I just didn't want to do it anymore. But then it's like stories like Thomas tells. It's like, that's why we fucking do this thing.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That is fucking why.
And I'd love to be able to open up more, but I don't feel there's a comfortability.
It's hard to do.
It's
it on
being
camera.
vulnerable.
But it's
not
people
easy.
like
I mean,
you,
No,
though.
it's
It's
not.
not easy to
But
be
Thomas,
vulnerable.
you are more relatable, I think, to the average person
Right.
than fucking Sean Hannity. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather
Yeah.
hear somebody like you talk about your experiences with your
Yeah.
daughter, because my kids are still young, and I don't even want to think about when my kids
Yeah.
are gone. Like, how
See,
am I
feel like
gonna?
I feel like
Scares
I'm
the shit
ahead
out
of
of me.
y'all, but behind y'all at the same time.
Well, I mean, expressing
Because I see
that can
people
help
when I
people,
leave my
you know,
neighborhood
relate.
that look twice as old as me that are raising kids.
Well, it might be
I'm like,
grandkids. I mean,
No,
Right.
no, it's their kids.
their kids.
And I'm like, damn, I've already got a grandchild.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
But
don't
hey,
know,
have you
it's
gotten
just-
your
it's a weird
life manual in
perspective.
the mail yet?
Have what?
Have you gotten your life manual in the mail yet?
A life manual?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the point.
Your parenting manual? Did you get that one in the mail?
No.
Yeah.
That's the
I
point.
mean,
Nope. That nobody fucking there's no,
No,
fucking
but-
and everybody's trying to sell you on here's the answer to life, here's the success to life, take these pills, do this, and you're just confused as fuck just trying to get through it.
yeah.
It's like trying to figure out taxes.
Yeah, it's confusing, and everybody's trying to distract you with all these things, and you're just trying to get through life and do the best thing for your kids. And thank God your daughter, you know, got through life, and you're proud of her, and she's doing great, and you did a great job of being a dad. And now you got a whole new chapter ahead, and it's like, where do you fucking go from here?
Where do you start? Yeah.
What do you do? Like, I'm always questioning, like, am I doing the right thing as a dad? Is this,
You don't know. That's
You
just
know?
it, you know?
am I doing the right thing? Am I fucking him up? You know, I told y'all a story I pod about my son, you know, telling me, you got enough bad habits, Dad.
Yeah.
And it fucking,
It
he was like a
hits
fucking,
you hard.
it was like a fucking spike in the heart because he was right.
Yeah.
And now another generation of dad would have smacked him and said, "You don't talk to me that way."
Right.
But I was like, "You're right, son.
Well, it's time to look in the mirror.
You're 100% right."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I know." He walked off like a prick. But he was. But it's an ever evolving culture, and in ways I think we're getting weaker and weaker and weaker and more dependent on. We talked about AI, we talked about all this shit, and we're all in this together. We're all confused and lost and hopeless and sad and and going through all this shit.
Yeah, which is interesting because we should be able to talk about that and
right, but you can't do that.
But you can't because
here,
kind of like what we alluded to earlier. What are we being introduced to that we don't want to accept, but we're slowly being fed and. 10
We don't
years
have a
from now,
choice. It's force
10
fed.
years
But
from
it's
now,
doing
we're
shit
gonna,
like
we're gonna
this,
look
though.
back and be like, damn, why didn't I know, or why didn't I say, or why didn't I do, or why didn't I this, or why didn't I that? I mean, because I hate this
I do too.
100%. Now, if I need to work on my Jeep or car or whatever, I love it.
Right.
Because some of the bitches already posted, hey, you need this wrench, you need this socket,
Yes.
you need this wire, you need this, and this. And this is how you do it.
And that's
I
a beautiful,
love
that's
that.
awesome. And
But-
that is a great thing about
But
technology.
mentally, it's destroying
It
us
takes away
as
the
a
emotional
person.
But back in my dad,
Just
like
as a
Rick Owens
person.
was on the pod, they had to figure that out for themselves.
Yeah.
There was no
No.
YouTube.
You
They had to
stop
figure
and-
out
you
how
had to
did this
stop and
work.
think, okay,
Right.
this gear hits this, and it turns this, and it turns that, and
It wasn't just
Oh,
going through the
okay.
motion saying you're not even though
No.
you might be able to fix it on YouTube, you're not necessarily understanding how the process
you don't.
works, right?
You just know
You're
how
just
to
going
fix
through the
it.
steps.
you know how to put the duct
Right.
tape on the bullshit, but you don't understand why you're doing it.
Right. Which as a culture, nobody knows how to do
No,
shit
we're getting
anymore.
dumber and dumber.
We're getting dumber and dumber, weaker and weaker, and more divided and alone. And that's why
Yeah.
shit like this,
No, I love this.
I get it.
But that goes to
Can't
my
wait till
point
the
where I
fucking
just made
nuclear
it.
bomb hits.
But the point I just made just a minute ago, like I feel like I'm weird as shit. Like I don't feel like I can relate to
Yeah.
anybody here
They're all fucked.
Even in this room?
right now. No, dude, I don't understand what it is. I don't know if it's because
But you're talking. You feel comfortable enough
now,
to talk.
Well, now, but how long have we been here doing this?
And
And it's
that's-
taking this long, and I don't know if it's because it's
But you wouldn't have been able
if it's because of this.
But if
or
you weren't
because of
here
that,
right
or-
now in this time and place, you wouldn't have been able to talk about that.
Right.
No.
But does it not feel good to get it off the chest?
So even if you don't relate to us, you can at
it-
least talk to us.
It helps to a point,
And
but
we'll
at
listen.
the same point, it's just like
No,
it's still trying to find your,
Place in the.
Well, so here's what I take from that, right? I have kids. You've already gone through that spot of raising, and now you're like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm going to be facing that here in, I don't know, 10 years, 12 years, So to hear you talk about it, it's kind of like relieving to me. Well, not relieving, but
Insightful.
To know I'm not going to be alone in
right,
this.
So
Yeah.
to know that
Somebody's-
I'm going to go through this, and
You've already done it.
And you
Yeah.
might fucking call Thomas one day
Right.
Yeah.
and say, dude, I'm here now.
Hey, so how did you get through that?
Hell, we might
Right.
still be doing a podcast then. We can just
Fucking-
bring it on.
Yeah. So it's helpful. I mean, I guess in a way, for you to talk about it.
I think it's healthy to have relationships with different people on different levels.
Could agree to that.
To help you through. Because to me, when you think about time, just on its own, it goes.
That didn't go well.
No, that kind of fucked it up. But
Gotta turn me on.
Take that shirt off.
Have Chubb over
You got
there.
any more pizza?
Let's go.
So, hey, easy
Listen,
feet,
look
Look
guy.
at that. Look at
Shut
that.
up. Let him finish.
Bunch of
guys.
losers.
I mean, yeah, definitely. This
I
is
hope
kind
they
of
do good tomorrow.
a different. You probably have to edit all this out, but
I ain't editing any of it out.
yeah, you probably will.
It's like, I'm going to request it.
Yeah,
I think it's good shit.
No,
No.
I think honestly, this is the best part of the pod.
No,
is
no,
Thomas
this
talking.
is this is genuine. I mean,
I know. That's why it's good.
you know, because it's therapy, not just Bush Light therapy.
No, it's legit, dude.
Where's that doctor at?
He's gone.
Oh.
Shut up and let Thomas finish.
I've already lost train of thought, really.
Natty Light finished on his chest. This is
It's rapping, boy.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Hey, man, it's been a wild season. It's been some ups and downs, and Duckin and I was ready to quit, and but Nicole talked me through it and said, you know, sometimes you just gotta take a break. But she did a podcast about me, which was really weird, and I listened to it, and I was still in that I'm gonna quit mode, and she and Hal Henson also, I had a lot of people reach out to me after that and said, you know, I hope you'll continue this because it is doing some positive things, which is what Thomas
I
just
agree.
talked about.
100%.
And I had not thought of it. I'm such in a bubble. I'm just doing the podcast, and all I can think about is, man, I'm busy. I got to coach. I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I don't have time for the pod, and I just want to quit. And thank you, Nicole, for that episode you did. It was humbling, flattering. I'm not gonna lie, man. It made my mascara run. It was. I listened to it on the way home from work, and that was what made me realize, like, I gotta keep this going because it does a lot of good, and I think it's a positive thing for a lot of reasons. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna take a little break, and we'll come back with season 2, reinvigorated. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Thank all you guys for being here. I mean, some of us have been friends for a long time. I love all you guys, and there is no better way to close the season than with this group of guys right here. Man, we all grew up in Farmington. We all, you know, went our separate ways and here and there, but we all grew up in the same town at the same time and with very shared experiences, and so that's real special just to have this group of guys right here. I mean, I've known Thomas since first grade, Danny since first grade, Stillwell and I were friends, you know, 3rd, 4th grade. Nathan came in later, but you know, he feels like one of the guys always. Family member Larry obviously came in later to my life, but man, we reconnected, and I feel like we've really had a really cool connection. Yeah. I almost feel like you're one of my little brothers, you know.
Oh yeah, I always felt that way. Yeah.
And Alex has awesome chest hair. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about that.
We love Alex. It's all good.
Yeah, let's fucking get this over with. Thanks for listening, people.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.